people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a bunch of videos that are so freaking scary, they're gonna give you the freaking chills. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the video.
There's probably nothing more skin crawling than the idea of working with cadavers, especially when they're only half lifeless. YouTuber Nortao Online shares this footage of a possibly mistaken cadaver. The body pulls the sheet down from his head as though he can't breathe. Then he takes a look around.
Very clearly, this person is still alive. I really do not understand how mistakes like this happen. Like, who out here thought this person was actually dead and pronounced them dead?
Imagine being left there, waking up, and having no clue where you are or what's going on. The body pushes itself up to a sitting position. And then, with great difficulty, it stands. From there, it appears to get its bearings.
This is actually really freaking terrifying. I cannot even imagine the level of confusion this guy is going through waking up in a freaking morgue. And by the looks of it, he is really trying to get the hell out of there. I don't blame him.
What have we just witnessed? We've either got a zombie on our hands or a living man that was mistaken for passed away. I think this might be a miracle.
I'm gonna go out on a whim here and say that it's probably not a freaking zombie. It's most likely somebody who they thought had passed away. I mean, clearly they were wrong because this person is very much alive. What a freaking insane video.
Would this make you do a double take? Shared by YouTube channel Kisah Kehidupan, this video is trending in the Indonesian-speaking YouTube community. I wasn't able to track down the clip's original source. In the video, a woman is standing at the edge of the sidewalk. As the cameraman walks past, a closer look at the woman's face puts viewers on edge.
Okay, this person is totally giving uncanny valley. Something is definitely wrong with her face, but I can't really put my finger on it. She just looks absolutely terrifying, not to mention she is staring straight into the camera. This person is very bold to be walking so freaking close to her. I would be making a run for my life.
This isn't something I'll be able to unsee. It's following me. It's following all of us. Either that's a mask, or this is uncanny valley. The blackened mouth, the eyes, the stillness. This is an image that will haunt my nightmares.
I'm pretty positive I will be seeing her in my nightmares tonight as well. Are you kidding me? She looked so freaking terrifying.
What is this mysterious disturbance in the sea? YouTuber Scary Comp Channel shares footage of what some are saying is a sea monster in our waters. Captured from what looks like a speedboat, a Loch Ness monster-looking creature is seen surfacing near the lighthouse. Is this a real sea monster? I think it could be. Then again, it could also be a clever animation. Which do you think it is? Real or fake?
Listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. We have yet to explore so much of the freaking ocean. We truly have no idea what the hell is living down there. I'm willing to bet you there's hundreds, if not thousands, of undiscovered species all the way down there where we've yet to explore. However, I do not think that this is a video of one of those creatures. I don't know, something about this video is definitely giving me fake. But once again, that does not mean that there are lots of scary and terrifying things in the ocean that we have no idea about. That's why whenever you see me in the ocean, you're never gonna see me going way too deep. I am not taking that risk, babe. It is not worth it.
YouTuber Jeff Pasco is having just another paranormal day in his haunted home. According to Jeff, He noticed the door to his grandfather clock was open again, so he asked who opened it. This is what he heard in response.
Who opened that clock up? Who's messing with that clock? Huh?
I hear a faint response, but I can't make it out. Immediately after, Jeff turns to look in his home office and finds a former gazing ball lawn ornament lighting up. He says it had stopped working over the past year.
Who was it?
To be very honest with you, I couldn't really hear what voice he was talking about, but let me tell you, I am definitely seeing that lamp flicker by itself. There is something so creepy and so unsettling about when ghosts make lights flicker. It literally gives me the chills every single time. If I were him, I would be getting the hell out of there right now. That would be all evidence I would need to know that my place is freaking haunted.
Some in the comments are really worried that he's speaking to it.
You're showing off now.
What do you think? Is it a bad idea to speak to a presence in your home? Personally, I think acknowledging it is better than ignoring it. Because if you ignore it, it might do something much crazier to get your attention.
I feel like ignoring all the paranormal activity would just make the spirits want to make themselves known even more, and therefore they would just start doing a bunch of crazy stuff to get your attention. However, I also don't really think it's a great idea to like be communicating with them and making friends with them, because we all know that spirits can lie and they can make you think that they're your friend, meanwhile they're literally a freaking demon.
This clip shows paranormal events at their most active. YouTube team Blue Line Paranormal shares security camera footage of a room haunted by a shadow figure. First, objects move on their own. A little later, the light in the next room turns off and on. In fact, there seems to be some movement in that far room. Watch the doorway.
Okay, this is where they got me. I literally have the freaking chills. This video is so extremely unsettling to me because you can definitely tell there is some sort of movement in the far end of that room where the light is flickering, and it really makes you wonder what the hell is moving around in there.
But then it starts flickering the lights again, and you can see the shadow figure peek into view. I can definitely see a figure standing in that next room, and to me, it seems determined to drive all who live here crazy.
When I tell you I am packing my bags and moving the hell out immediately after seeing this, I'm not even playing with you. Like, I literally mean I would move out immediately. Did you guys freaking see the shadow literally peeking into the freaking room? I don't know what it is with me today, but all of these are freaking your girl out.
What should you do when you know someone has broken into your home? Posted by YouTuber Levi Dirick. After hearing banging noises, Steve goes to wake up Eric.
Hello? Yo, Eric.
What's going on?
You hear that?
What's that, bro?
So what's that door?
They head down to check it out.
What was that?
Huh?
What the f? Bro, I'm not. Yo.
Bro, what? What, Steve?
Bro, I saw something right there.
Did someone just actually break into their freaking house? Oh my god, call the freaking police. Are you kidding me? 911 on the phone right now. What the hell are you waiting for?
Dami. What is that, bro? Steve, alright, nah, man.
Nah,
we gotta
bro.
find out.
That sounds like a woman crying to me. As they search the house, something pushes back.
Bro, let's go. Yo!
What the f, bro? Did the door just close on you, bro? Did the door just close on you?
I felt something.
They decide to flee, but before they can, this happens.
We just gotta go, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is getting too much.
Okay, bro.
Steve.
What? What?
Something evil is in the car with them, but it's not what it seems. They got lucky this time. Even though it was a practical joke, I think this experience would make me change my locks.
So this entire thing ended up being a prank on them, which honestly, they're pretty freaking lucky because otherwise this would be super terrifying. Near the end there, I was definitely starting to get a little bit skeptical. Can you even imagine being pranked like that? I mean, I would definitely be relieved that it was a prank, but I would also be freaking pissed. Why the hell would you put me through something like that?
Yet another disembodied voice. This one at least is not threatening this paranormal team, but rather reaching out for help. The YouTube team, Outsider Paranormal SWPA, captures this EVP on camera. The voice clearly says, "Help me." And although they've labeled this a woman's voice, it sounds like a man's voice to me. The team doesn't seem to hear it in the moment, but now that they have observed it in the aftermath, I hope they return to this place to lend a helping hand.
I'm not really sure if it's a woman's voice or a man's voice, but I definitely hear somebody saying help me. And what's really interesting is the fact that none of them heard the voice in the moment. They had to go back on the recording in order to catch the sound, which I notice happens a lot in these paranormal investigations. Oftentimes these EVPs and microphones that they're using are really good at picking up sound, even better than our own ears.
According to YouTuber Papa DX, the Emily Morgan Hotel in San Antonio is considered the most haunted hotel in Texas. As a former medical arts center and crematorium, complete with a morgue, you can imagine the souls this place holds. As the YouTube team investigates, they have a few paranormal experiences of their own.
This drawer was open right here. Literally, it was out, and everyone swears whenever we left, they did not pull it out. So I'm kidding you not, the drawer was open. That's the first thing we noticed when we came back.
They ask the spirit in the room to touch the REM pod.
The green light beep one more time. Oh!
As they ask the spirit another question, something moves.
Is there a spirit in this room right now? If there is, can you please turn on the music box?
So it looks like right off the bat, they're getting a ton of paranormal activity in this hotel. And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. This place was a freaking morgue and crematorium before it became a hotel. Now, my question is, who thought it would be a good idea to turn a morgue into a hotel? Like, obviously the place is gonna be freaking haunted as hell.
They're discussing what they should do next when the music box goes off nearby.
The last thing we did. That way we get kicked out, or I get kicked out. Ooh. Yo, guys, the music box is going off right now. I'm telling y'all, bro, it worked.
They ask the spirit to set it off again.
If there is a spirit in this hallway right now, may you please activate the music box.
I get why this place has such a haunted reputation. It does seem to me that there's something watching.
There is something about a music box that is just so freaking creepy. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys would stay one night in this hotel. It really does look like one night is enough to experience a ton of paranormal activity, if you're brave enough.
Beware of dark magic. It can destroy you. YouTube team Paranoiacs opens this dark magic box given to him by a supposed witch. And inside are some mysterious items.
İki siyah mum, karanlık bir aura ile doludur ve kötü niyetli varlıkları çağırmaya yardımcı olur. Eski bir evin anahtarı karanlık sembollerle doludur ve kötü niyetli ritüellerde kullanılabilir.
Each of the items symbolizes something. He arrives at this strange object.
Bir keşişin giysisinin parçası. Bu bez parçası seni kötü varlıklardan koruyabilir.
Could it be protection? Later, he opens this paper, which he says may have an incantation. When he looks at it under the light, he sees this. It looks like a miniature face. He was warned by the witch who sold this chest to him that some of the items may be dangerous. I don't think he should have opened the chest at all. Here's my advice instead. Bury it deep in the woods.
So you're given this box by a witch who specifically tells you not to open it because it has potentially really dangerous items inside. And the very first thing you do is go home and open the freaking box. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of freaking sense. I've definitely heard about these boxes before that contain like a lot of like spiritual energy or demonic energy or whatever. From the looks of it, all that was inside the box was a piece of cloth and like a drawing on a piece of paper. It definitely is hard to tell if it's real or not. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Either way, it's probably better that you keep the box closed just in case.
The Blacksmith's Arms is the ultimate haunt in the UK. The YouTube team Ghosts on Trent heads there to check it out, and they start getting that unsettling feeling.
Hello? Are you walking about?
He keeps hearing noises.
I'm really struggling to hear what noises he's talking about. Like, I actually do not hear a single thing. And the very tiny little bit of noise that is being made could very well just be the guy holding the camera. I don't know, this seems a little bit far-fetched to me.
Is it just the building settling? I don't think so. I believe it's paranormal. There seems to be too much action going on for it to be any other explanation.
Okay, I was thinking maybe something else was gonna happen, but that was the entire clip. I don't know, I definitely did not hear a single thing. Let me know if you did.
Is this a warning from a ghost? Redditor Test for Echo 2112 believes a ghost in their 153-year-old home was trying to alert them after setting up a hallway camera to monitor a little cousin who was leaving her bed in the middle of the night. The camera captured this at 12:30 a.m. The item on the radiator is a roll of plastic. Upon zooming in, you can see it looks quite unnatural when it drops over.
Considering the fact that this house is over 100 years old, I wouldn't be surprised if it was haunted. However, I will say that the piece of plastic was balancing really weirdly on top of the radiator to begin with. Maybe the girl walking around moved the floor, which moved the radiator, which moved the piece of plastic, and then it just fell over, but it looks like a ghost did it. I don't know, just a theory.
The radiators have been shut off since 2020, so this isn't the result of heat or air, and despite appearing curved, the Redditor says the radiator is flat on top. So how did it fall? The home's prior owner claimed there was a little girl ghost named Polly who gets upset if there's noise after 9 p.m. Was this Polly acting up? Or is she warning the Redditor that their cousin is wandering after hours? I think this really might be Polly alerting others, but I also think Polly might be luring this girl out of her bed in the night. For what purpose? possibly to get her in trouble.
Apparently, the previous owner of the house also had a lot of paranormal activity, and they believe it's a spirit of a little girl by the name of Polly. They also mentioned that the radiator looks curved but is actually flat on top, and I don't really know how that makes any sense because it looks curved because it is curved. Either way, I would definitely be scared if I was a little kid playing and I saw something like that. I'd be pretty convinced a freaking ghost did it.
While in Nina's late grandmother's house, YouTuber Search Ghost Paranormal meets an entity from another world. As he investigates the home, this happens. He is clearly pushed over by an unseen force. Unfortunately, the push isn't captured on camera. We only see the aftermath. But it looks like something shoved him hard to me. In my opinion, this isn't an entity you should be messing with.
I am so unbelievably confused right now. Did any of you guys see this man get pushed? Because I definitely didn't. Nor did I really see any paranormal activity. I have no idea what this video is about, to be very honest with you. So this man literally just posted a video of him walking around the house with whatever meter thingy. Didn't even record himself getting pushed by this ghost, but then picked up the camera and just said, "Trust me, I got pushed, but the camera was off." Makes sense, dude.
A room in this castle is apparently off limits for women. At least, that's what the spirits are suggesting. YouTube team Get Spooky Society shares this footage of their investigation.
You shouldn't be here.
Why not? Why?
After they ask it why, they get a response.
Wow. Is this a room that women aren't allowed in? Wow.
This is spectacular, you guys. We never get flashlight and REM pod together.
Right.
The urgency of the REM pod seems solid to me. Coupled with a flashlight, it seems the message is emphatic.
Wow. Is this a room that women aren't allowed in? Wow.
It seems to me that the spirits here are certainly particular.
I really don't think I've ever seen a REM pod go that crazy. It's like whatever spirits were in there really wanted them to get the hell out of that room, and it's really not worth risking it for the biscuit.
This 17th century pub is frozen in time. YouTube team Straight Explorer visits the pub, and early on they hear some unexplained knocking.
There is some knocking, isn't there?
Yeah, that's from up.
In the bar, they break out the spirit box, and this spirit must be a regular to the pub.
Have you got a minute? Have a double.
Can I have a double?
Can I have a double?
Can I have a double? You can have a triple if you want.
As they talk about it, they hear footsteps.
Let's ask more questions.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay, so they're in this really old-timey abandoned pub, and it sounds like it is absolutely full of paranormal activity and spirits even ordering drinks from the bar. Not to mention they're hearing footsteps all around them. I feel like because a pub is such a place full of energy and like it was bustling, there was music, there was a lot of people, all that energy stuck around to this day. Pretty cool.
They head upstairs to check it out, and that's when they hear this.
We've heard you walking around up here.
Whoa!
What the f***?
Oh my god! Did you not hear that?
I heard it. What the f*** was it?
Laugh next to me. It was like,
yeah.
That laughter would be enough to send me packing. If I were this paranormal team, I'd be out of there ASAP.
You can tell the moment they heard the laugh, they were absolutely shook. It would definitely be enough for me to pack it up and get the hell out of there.
An apparition in an old burnt down building? It's every ghost hunter's dream, and will soon be our nightmare. Redditor Appropriate Grab 9929 captured iconic evidence in this short clip. Watch closely, don't look in the back room. It happens right in front of him. A strange shadow moves from the left of the screen towards the Redditor. This is in the attic of the Redditor's boarding school. The building reportedly burnt down hundreds of years ago. Many in the comments are seeing legs. Others are seeing a woman in a dress. Everyone seems more surprised the more they watch it, including myself. And that's why this is a video you need to see to believe.
Okay, wow, there is definitely some sort of shadow that makes its way from the left side to the right side. To me, it doesn't look like legs, but it does look like a woman walking. Perhaps the spirit of a woman has stuck there to this day and is still walking around the hallways of the burned down boarding school. But all right, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which video gave you the chills. I have to admit, today's video was full of so many scary clips that I literally cannot pick. All I know is I'm definitely gonna have nightmares tonight. But all right, you guys, I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi everyone, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And you guys, I am really looking forward to today's video because we're gonna be taking a look at a bunch of scary videos from all over the internet that are most definitely gonna leave you at least a little bit spooked. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Redditor Hieronymus Draco writes, "In the jungle, the frightening jungle, no one sleeps tonight, and here's why."
I really don't know what it is, but seeing creatures crawl on all fours absolutely terrifies me. There is something really scary about that. I am definitely getting some bad vibes.
Some are saying this looks like a monkey, but do monkeys stand up like this? The Redditor does offer some context for this video, which he says hails from the Laotian Hmong tribal community.
I guess you could say it kind of looks like some sort of monkey. To me, however, it definitely looks like some sort of human or humanoid creature. It also very well could be people from the local tribe, or like they said, potentially even spirits.
I'm not sure if these are people in costumes or animals. Either way, this video is an uncanny nightmare, and I hope I'm never in this situation.
Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this some sort of animal, or could it potentially be a human being in a costume?
Trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community, I came across this image on the YouTube channel Breakman. The associated video shows a woman and her children not getting a moment's rest. After the blender turns on in the kitchen, the woman struggles to get her child back to sleep, and then this happens.
Excuse me, that is absolutely terrifying. This poor woman is literally just trying to go to sleep, and then the blender in her freaking kitchen goes off, which is already traumatizing enough to wake up to. And then this terrifying looking creature comes around the corner, literally straight out of a freaking nightmare.
This ghost lady is terrifying, and I need to know that she won't come haunt me.
Sis better not even think about haunting me. I just would not be able to deal with all of that. It's definitely a bit much.
These events on sacred land will shake you to your core. YouTuber Terror Alextremo is walking through a desolate area when he sees signs that he's not alone.
Bueno, vamos a seguir caminándole, porque si no al final de cuentas van a decir que venimos haciendo algo malo. Nada más no enfoco las...
Did you see that light? It wasn't a reflection. Was it La Llorona? Later, he hears this wailing that would suggest so.
I cannot imagine being alone in the woods and hearing that. I would absolutely freeze in fear. And I seriously do not know what was up with that light. I definitely saw it. Something is definitely there. In conclusion, I think he should just get the hell out of there.
The wailing woman continues her legacy of weeping into the night to lure victims to their untimely demise. Will she lure you? I'd suggest you don't let her. It does, however, sound like she's drawing all the dogs into the river. And that's giving me a terrible feeling about what's going to happen next.
I actually was gonna say it does kind of sound like there's a bunch of dogs joining in and starting to bark. So it does make me wonder a little bit if it potentially could have been like a dog that was howling that sounded like a woman wailing. That could potentially be what this is.
Playing Ouija board at a psychopath's house is next level crazy, but that's what YouTuber Chamos and his team have decided to do on this frightful night, and once they walk in, the place readily reveals that it's haunted.
Que isso? Mano do céu. Ô, velho! C... do céu. Vocês viram isso, cara? A geladeira, eu vi daqui, velho. Mano, eu vi daqui. O Jefinho viu, tu não viu, Jota?
The ghost of the psychopath is here.
Cara. Que isso? Essa câmera estralou, velho. Essa câmera estralou, velho. Essa câmera estralou, Jota. Ô, tu não viu, cara? Eu só escutei. A porta tá mexendo, Jefinho.
So much is going on here. First, the fridge door literally flew open. Then the bed was creaking. And now the door is literally shutting by itself. I mean, this place is either haunted or someone is seriously messing with them.
Durante a nossa experiência com a vela. Tua? Mano do céu, velho. Jogou a mesa pra cima de mim, velho. A mesa, velho? Eu não vi, eu só escutei. Tá maluco, velho.
As they break out the Ouija board, things grow increasingly intense.
Let me get this straight. They're experiencing insane paranormal activity in this house, and they're choosing to bring out the Ouija board to just make it 20 times more intense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
While communicating through the Ouija board, this happens.
Que foi, velho? Tu tá legal? Ah, velho, que isso? Que isso? Liga a luz.
The psychopath doesn't want them in his house. He's made that clear. And in my opinion, there is a clear sign they should leave him to rest in peace and leave while they still can.
They definitely stuck around for way longer than they should have. I also feel like they shouldn't have done the Ouija board considering everything that was already happening.
This historic speakeasy in Hartford City, Indiana is riddled with angry entities. YouTuber Kalani Ghost Hunter and his team visit, and they start hearing noises and what sounds like footsteps.
What is that?
Sounds like there's somebody out here. Hello?
They find no one though, but one of the strangest captures in the video was spotted by a viewer in the comments. YouTuber BeccaBoo3397 notes a black object dropping straight down from the ceiling behind them. Watch carefully.
Asked us then. That's the
Do you
best
want
way
us to put on headphones?
That one is definitely very weird. It really does look like some sort of dark orb flying around. And the fact that they didn't even notice that is what's so crazy to me. With these paranormal investigations, you don't even know what you caught until you get home and look through all the footage.
It could be a bird or a bat, or it could be a vampire about to morph. Whatever it is, I do think an evil entity has entered the chat, and this team had better watch their backs.
I guess it could have been a bird or a bat, but if it was, they would have definitely noticed it. I don't know, to me it just sounds crazy that he wouldn't notice a freaking bat or a bird flying right behind him. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. Could this be some real paranormal activity, or is it just some sort of bird or bat or something like that?
In this enchanted forest, YouTuber Erwin Saunders is on the hunt for Wilton's pixies, and being that he's Erwin Saunders, he finds them.
To his accomplice on the other side, and if I just see just there, he's gesturing back to him. Whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be very successful. This chap on the ground here he goes, underarm technique, turning across, and
it's fascinating to see these pixies in the wild. I really wonder what they're trying to accomplish here. Erwin continues observing, but is not any closer to guessing what they might be doing.
And oh, he's caught it. That's unusual. That's the first one that he's caught. You know, it's very interesting behaviour, and as I say, it could be related to, could be some sort of ritual.
I've definitely come across some of these clips before, and I have to say they are some of my absolute favorite. I just think the creativity in these videos is absolutely amazing. Not to mention my inner child just loves seeing like little fairies and gnomes hopping around a garden. It's literally just the best thing ever.
What do you think is going on here? Is it a game? A ritual, as Erwin suggested? Or are we at a complete loss? I think, like the Pixies, we're totally missing the mark.
To me, it looks like they're playing catch, and it's the cutest freaking thing ever. They're just so tiny.
San Diego's El Campo Santo Cemetery houses some unmarked graves. In fact, some of its 450 bodies are buried beneath the sidewalks. The YouTube team, Mackie and Amanda, head there, but creepy things happen before they even arrive. As they're passing the haunted Whaley house, their recording equipment starts going haywire. Haunted places are known to warp recording equipment, and this place is no exception. As they leave the vicinity of the house, it completely stops.
It does not feel like Southern California. No, it feels like it really does.
The moment they started approaching the house, their camera started going really weird. It looked like it was like glitching and lagging like crazy, and it was also making a really creepy sound. And then quite literally, the moment they decided to walk away from the house, everything just went back to normal. There's definitely some sort of change in frequency that is like messing with the camera.
At last, they arrive at the cemetery, and they receive immediate responses on their devices while a stranger approaches them.
If there's anyone here with us right now, can you set off this REM pod? It's this device right in front of me. It's got a red light.
You guys been here before?
You work at the Whaley house.
No, I do the ghost tours here in San Diego.
It seems like the spirit doesn't like this new presence. Later, they have another interaction with the spirits through their spirit box.
Hello. My name is Amanda.
Yes. I'm Mackie.
I'm Joe.
And Jeff is nearer than they think.
Streams.
Standing beside you. Standing beside you. Oh my. No, there's a black cat sitting right here staring at us.
This has to be the craziest thing I've ever freaking seen. So many absolutely wild things just happen in a row. First, the ghost said it was standing right beside them. Then the REM pod starts going absolutely insane. And then they look over to see a black cat just staring at them.
Has Jeff transfigured into a black cat? That was spooky. But even creepier is this capture back at the Whaley house at night. Did you see the shadow figure move in the doorway? That's it. I'm out. Seems to me that this whole district is crawling with ghosts.
It definitely looks to me like whatever town they're in is super haunted. Both of the clips are absolutely terrifying and really freaking unexplainable. That shadow in the doorway definitely looked ginormous and really scary. It was totally giving me negative vibes.
YouTube team Dimensions Paranormal captures some curious anomalies at the Devil's Pit. Some viewers are seeing a face in the tunnel.
Loads of orbs over here.
It's probably just pareidolia, but still a bit creepy. Orbs flicker around the room, likely dirt and bugs in my opinion, but I do see a strange light flicker in the background at this point that can't really be explained. And later, a horrible voice is captured. That is ominous. What is hiding in the Devil's Pit? If I had to guess from that voice, I'd say the devil himself.
I've been in caves and cenotes before, and I will tell you they are full of bugs. There's all sorts of like different things just flying around and happening all around you. So honestly, I'm willing to bet that all those orbs were literally just tiny little bugs flying around, obviously being attracted to the light because they had a light on while they were filming.
While exploring this abandoned foundry, things get scary for the YouTube team paranormal crew. As they're touring the place, something appears to be hiding down below. Did you see that? It looks like a creature to me. I don't know what that is. Maybe just another case of pareidolia? Or maybe it's a troll living under the stairs.
Call me crazy, but I cannot see what he's talking about. Even with that red arrow blatantly pointing it out to me, I do not know what he's talking about. From what I can tell, all there is down there is like dirt and debris. Let me know if you guys see anything, because I definitely do not.
Located in Philadelphia, Fort Mifflin is a historic fort, and it's said to be haunted. YouTuber Katrina Weidman and the team from Travel the Dead set up a camera inside the fort and they let it roll. This is what they capture. Voices are clearly heard, but the team admits this was probably one of them talking above, but these loud bangs and shuffling are not.
I mean, if the first thing was them accidentally making the noise, they could have potentially accidentally made all the other noises. But I don't know, let's see what happens.
And this crazy light anomaly is the most bizarre of all. That was not a bug. Personally, I think whatever is down here is a warm energy. I'm not getting evil vibes from this place.
I'm definitely not getting any negative vibes from this place. However, I also don't know if I'm getting any paranormal vibes either. The sounds are extremely easily explained away by it just being the crew that was filming upstairs like they said. And honestly, as for that light, I still potentially think it could be a bug.
While visiting Great Cliff Lodge, YouTube team Broken Wings Paranormal discovers the spirits don't want them here.
Hi, do you mind us being here? If you do, you can light up this device over on the table. We can do it for yes or no. Yep, there you go, you got it.
Seems to me that they do mind. Still, the spirits keep trying to communicate through various means, including sounds and devices.
You keep hearing back there.
I just heard something back there.
I heard that too.
In another room of the lodge, they ask the spirits to come play with the lights, and they immediately comply.
Oh, thank you. Good job.
The spirits in this video are super communicative. The moment they ask them to give them a sign, that's exactly what they do. I mean, they're flickering the lights and everything.
Don't mess with Randonautica, just don't. YouTuber Crypto NWO does in this video, and he's led to some scary objects.
Doing this at night was not the best idea. Searching around triangle. I have no idea.
At first, he doesn't find whatever he's been sent here for, but finally, he stumbles upon it.
Bro, it took me to... It literally took me to a triangle. It took us to literally wooden sticks. These look like big pencils, but I don't know what...
He is then directed to the side of a highway, where he finds something that may be the red liquid of life on the side of the road.
Okay, that is definitely not a good sign. I would definitely get the popos involved in this situation. Because why the hell is that on the side of the road, near that creepy triangle looking thing? I do not understand how this guy is out there all alone. Like, are you not terrified?
Guys, take a look at this really quickly. I'm not picking this. Oh my, I touched it with my, I have hand sanitizer in the car. We have a literal tissue paper here full of...
First, the vampire stakes, now this? I think these are clues to unlock a 700-year-old vampiric mystery. Either that, or they're purely random.
I highly doubt that it's any sort of vampire. However, I definitely don't think it's random because the Randonautica told him to look for a triangle. And I mean, there was a triangle right there. So clearly something is going on here.
You'd have to be crazy to visit an abandoned asylum alone. So I'd say YouTuber Carlos the Fam is a little crazy to be this brave, but it's that bravery that has brought him here.
This is a mental asylum that is abandoned that I found. I heard it's pretty haunted, so let's go check it out.
He enters, and the place has been ransacked.
I heard there was a lot of people tormented here at this location.
Oh my god, the entire place is insanely ransacked. This place had to have been abandoned for quite literally decades because there's no way this place looks that bad. It's definitely in need of a renovation, that's for sure.
As he continues on, he hears something that makes him jump out of his skin.
I don't know, it's not me. Hello? It could be building falling apart.
I guess it could be, and yet the sounds continue.
I'm hearing a lot of noises.
Either spirits or squatters would be my guess. As he heads upstairs, he hears the loudest noise yet.
This intrigues me more, that they said upstairs, bedrooms. And the bedrooms were mostly located up here. Whoa! What was that? Who's there?
Fear factor is turned up to 11. Carlos has landed one of the scariest asylums I've seen.
I really do think he should just get out of there. It could be spirits, but it could also be a crazy person just messing with him. And he's out there completely alone, which I just do not understand. At least bring a friend if you're going in the middle of freaking nowhere. I could never.
While touring a cemetery in the light of day, YouTuber All Things Paranormal Official captures two black shadows swooping past at a distance. See if you can spot them. Did you see them? Here they are again, closer this time. Some might say they're birds, but that second one appeared too large to me. Are these birds or shadow figures? I don't know for sure. I think you'll have to get closer and test your courage to find out.
Those are 100% birds. There's no chance it is anything else. You can tell it's two birds just flying past. I definitely would be scared though, seeing that by myself in a cemetery. Like, don't get me wrong, I completely get it. But all right, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. Let me know in the comments which clip scared you guys the most. For me, the scariest clip was definitely the one where the mom was trying to sleep and that terrifying woman just came around the corner and was just floating and staring at them. That was seriously really freaking terrifying. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And let me tell you, I really hope you guys are ready because today's video is about to get really creepy. If you're new, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more content just like this. And of course, don't forget to smash the like button if you guys enjoy. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Tim, John, and Ben are going to explore a house in the back of the woods that is rumored to be where a clan of worshippers do all kinds of rituals. They wander around in the woods for a while, until a rickety white house rises from the darkness. Inside, warnings are spray painted all across the walls in big dark letters, but they do not heed them and press on. Tim, John, and Ben take turns breaking stuff and jumping out at each other, But suddenly, the three become very serious and quiet when they find a dungeon-like basement that leads straight down.
Right off the bat, these guys are definitely really brave. You're telling me they came across a house that is very clearly a ritual ground for some sort of cult, and they decided to go ahead and let themselves in? Not to mention all the warnings spray painted all over the house walls. Clearly, some very sketchy stuff is going on this property, and I would want absolutely no part in that.
The dark area smells extremely foul, and they cover their nose and mouths with their shirts to lessen the stench. The only thing down there besides them are two dolls, or at least that's what they think. Suddenly, all three of them are running from what sounds like a creature with a low, throaty growl.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh, the police are over. Okay, you gotta go.
If this noise is real, then it almost has to be the end result of a terrible ritual that none of us are brave enough to see.
I do not know what kind of noise that was, but it definitely did not sound friendly, especially judging by the fact that they ran out of there so freaking fast. Very clearly something super terrifying was in that basement. I will say though, I am very relieved that they got the hell out of there, because that does not look like a place that you would want to stick around.
While on vacation in South Africa, Emily Sawyer dares to climb into the shark tank with some of her friends. She is full of adrenaline and can't help but nervously grip the cage bars out of stress. Soon a giant shark comes prowling along the cage and wants a closer look at the potential meal inside. The tour guides try to keep the shark distracted with a piece of bait on a pole, but it lunges at the last second and chomps where Emily's hands just were. All the other girls can do is watch as the shark almost makes a meal out of their friends' hands. I'm surprised there is not a second outer cage to keep this from happening. Emily got away lucky, but maybe it's just a matter of time before someone pulls back a stump.
I was literally just about to say that cage does not look like enough to protect her, especially if she's able to stick her hand out towards the freaking shark. I definitely feel like there should be another cage over the existing cage that she's in. I also do not understand why they're waving bait around the cage. Obviously that shark is gonna start going crazy. That girl is very lucky that it didn't make a meal out of her. Talk about a way to ruin your vacation.
A lone stranger staggers out of the trees while a man is filming the train tracks. The person seems off balance and out of sorts as they slowly walk forward, barely managing to avoid an oncoming train. Just when it seems like the worst is over, another train fast approaches. It lays on the horn, but he doesn't even hear it. Only when he sees the cameraman pointing at him to get over does he take a step, otherwise he would have kept walking straight in front of it. He owes this cameraman his life, but judging from his lack of a reaction, he hardly seems to even care.
Very clearly this guy is on something because he is completely unaware of his surroundings. He was so close to getting struck, it is actually unbelievable. He definitely owes his life to that cameraman because if he wasn't there, who knows what would have happened. I will say this video is definitely a good example of why you should not take a freaking stroll on train tracks. That is just a disaster waiting to happen.
Shortly after moving into their new apartment, this couple began to feel watched, so they installed a camera in the bedroom. A few nights later, they record a full-grown adult standing outside of their window. At first, he is so focused on staring into their bedroom that he doesn't even seem to notice or care about how obvious he stands out against the well-lit parking lot. When the couple inside walks closer to the window and gets on the bed, he tries to be a little more cautious but fails miserably. It's pretty obvious that he is still there and eagerly looking straight at them. He is about as close to the window as he can be, and he is probably really getting into the idea of watching them without being seen himself, not knowing that he himself is on camera. They can see him the entire time, and this is the exact moment that the boyfriend goes out and confronts the man, who quickly stands up and shows no aggression as he walks away. It turns out to actually be their neighbor next door. He came over and apologized the next day, but something tells me that this is a compulsion that he cannot help, and soon enough he will be back at it again. If not with them, then with someone else.
I am so happy the boyfriend went out there to confront him, because what the freaking hell are you doing? You absolutely cannot just be staring through people's windows like that. That's like the creepiest thing ever. I literally cannot understand what goes through these people's minds that do this. From the looks of it, this guy has done this before and he's probably gonna do it again. To be honest though, no matter what, after experiencing something like this, I would definitely want to move away, especially if that person is my neighbor. Absolutely not.
This street cam records a beverage truck spinning out of control around the corner and launching liter bottles of soda everywhere. A student, judging from his backpack, has to sprint the other direction and barely avoids a carbonated tidal wave. There's also a surge of heavy red crates traveling at a high rate of speed. At the end, it kind of looks like these could have been steel cans, but I'm not sure. If so, each one of them would have hit with the force of a baseball bat, and I can't believe it, but he managed to avoid every single one.
It is truly unbelievable that he managed to avoid every single soda can. There must have been soda cans just flying absolutely everywhere, and I really don't think getting struck with one of those would feel very nice. I really hope the driver of the truck is okay as well, because that definitely looked intense. He was coming around that corner pretty damn fast.
This is apparently police dash cam footage from Arizona. The officer is clearly on highway patrol at night, and after a short while, he takes a turn down a dirt road. This is where he spots a woman standing alone in the road with some small embers near her feet. Though it originally appears she is standing with her back turned to the police officer. Soon after, she lifts up her arms, and there appears to be two glowing eyes facing the officer. The footage ends shortly after with no further explanation. I searched but couldn't find any footage of the incident after this part, so we may never know what happened next to this officer or this woman with glowing eyes.
Your girl is currently in Arizona, and now I'm a little bit freaking scared. You're telling me people are coming across things like this out here? I do not like it whatsoever. This girl was literally in the middle of freaking nowhere. Not to mention, it looked like there was a fire by her feet. I have no idea what that's all about, but very clearly something super sketchy is going on there. And what's with the glowing eyes? That is definitely not normal.
Something has crawled up this poor woman's leg and refuses to come out. Her friend almost has it by the tail, but then at the last second it does the unthinkable and burrows even deeper. The scared animal probably would have gone up way higher if she didn't stand up in time and let gravity force it back down. She is either trying not to scream or lose her lunch as her friend tries again, this time wrapping its tail around his index finger. He manages to extract a giant rat and quickly puts it back in its container. The rat looks used to being handled, and this is probably the only thing that kept it from trying to bite and scratch its way out.
What the freaking hell was the rat doing in her pants? Oh my god, that literally just gave me full body chills. I think I would genuinely get so nauseous having a freaking rat in my pants. I would never be able to live that down. And that rat was pretty freaking big. I don't know why rats just really creep me out. I am not one of those people that finds them cute. I'm so sorry. Those things are freaking disgusting.
Neo barely manages to turn his live stream on and say hello before something unexplainably paranormal happens behind him. The window somehow goes from being tightly shut to wide open in less than 10 seconds without a sound. If I'm not mistaken, this type of window doesn't even open from the outside, meaning that somebody had to be standing in the room to even push it open. Neo quickly searches his house in less than a minute and finds no one else is home, but when he crosses into the living room, the batteries in his smoke alarm go off for no reason at all. I know this part is real because this is the first time you hear the smoke alarm beep in the entire video.
Okay. Oh, okay. Smoke alarm malfunction.
The smoke alarm going off combined with the window opening by itself, is enough to convince me that this is probably paranormal.
Most windows are only able to be opened from the inside because that is a huge safety concern. If you could just open windows from the outside, people would be opening other people's windows left and right. So clearly there had to have been a force from within the room pushing out to make the window open. The smoke alarm going off is definitely a creepy coincidence. I'm pretty convinced this guy has a couple ghosts living in his house.
Caitlin McIntyre is making a video of her grandpa that she wants to remember for the rest of her life, which actually might be shorter than she thinks. It may seem like nothing bad could ever happen to them on such a perfectly sunny day, but to their immediate right is a sharp drop straight off a cliff. They hit a point where the curved road grows very narrow, just as the sun beats down on their car at the worst possible angle, turning the entire windshield into nothing but a blinding white glare. Grandpa does his best to stay on the road, but the sun is so intense that not even his oversized sunglasses can get the glare out of his eyes. They find some brief cover under the trees, and they can see that the road is too narrow to safely turn around. You can tell he doesn't want to keep going, but it's too late now and there is no other choice. He has to go back into the blinding sunlight and keep pushing forward just a little bit more until he can make this turn. Eventually, Caitlin gets out of the car and guides her grandfather to safety. You can still see that the sun is still totally in his eyes, and it's a small miracle they made it out of there alive.
I don't understand why we're not putting railings next to ginormous cliffs where people are driving. Grandpa came very close to sending it off that cliff, and I mean, I can't even blame him because the sun is literally blaring in his eyes and there's no railing anywhere to be found. It's basically a freaking death trap. One wrong move and you're done for.
Two friends are fishing when they hear somebody else firing for hunt not too far away. The two don't think much of it and let the man continue his hobby while they continue theirs. They keep casting into the water and everything is going fine for about a minute, and then the two sports collide.
Holy! Stop! Hey! Hey! It hit my boat!
Look again and you can tell that he doesn't pick his foot up for dramatic effect. It was really that close. When you slow down the video to frame by frame, you can briefly see the round as it bounces off the deck right by his foot. If they had been drifting downriver, even just a little faster, it would have been a direct hit and a trip to the hospital for certain.
I completely respect his reaction because I would also be so pissed. I mean, the man's leg just almost got taken out. He is allowed to be a little angry.
This 8-second video shows somebody hanging on outside of the subway in Chicago. Two things about this video. One, I think I can see the blue straps of a backpack, which would make this stunt even harder somehow. Two, you can see him give a thumbs up at the 3-second mark. He seems quite comfortable with riding outside, and I wonder how many times he has done this before. Though obviously, it's never a good idea to attempt this.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably the stupidest idea ever because, oh my god, you can get so unbelievably hurt. I don't even have to explain that to you. I really do not know what this guy is thinking. Just get inside the train like every other normal person. You do not need to be hanging on the freaking side of it. Maybe he's doing some sort of like parkour or something like that. Either way though, it is a very, very stupid.
When somebody quits their job, they are supposed to give them a 2-week notice. This contractor gets very angry at his job site and gives a 2-second notice instead in the form of total carnage. He shows little regard for the safety of a co-worker who is trying to talk some sense into him as he repeatedly slams the heavy equipment into the same spot over and over again, bringing down chunks of ceiling each time. Fortunately, he seems more concerned with wrecking the property rather than taking lives. Although he is lucky he didn't bring the entire place down on everyone.
Someone clearly pissed that guy off for him to feel the need to go in and just start absolutely destroying the entire place. Thankfully, nobody got hurt because I'm sure that was a real possibility. However, like they said, it looks like he was just out to destroy the entire place and not really hurt anyone. What makes a person so mad that they have to go in and destroy an entire property? That's a different level of angry.
Kevin Dybenprock finds himself at the bottom of a ditch. He is not doing well enough to stand up, but he can still hold a camera and record, so he makes a goodbye video to his friends. Oh, and he did try to call for help, but he couldn't get a signal. The sun sets and I think most of us would have passed out or completely panicked by now, but hours later Kevin is calm and focused enough to think of a pretty good plan.
7 o'clock. Trying to use my flashlight to wave somebody down.
You can hear traffic pass him the entire time just 50 feet away, but nobody has any reason to look at the bottom of a huge ditch as they keep going.
Yeah, I could use a drink of water.
I am amazed that he is not crying or anything as he calmly says goodbye, totally at peace with the situation.
Alright. Love you. Love you, Courtney.
Kevin was found by a random person a full 30 hours later, long after this video ended, and his cell phone has lost its charge. He is still alive and okay.
30 entire hours at the bottom of a ditch just waiting for someone to come and save you. That must have been a truly traumatizing experience for him, and I'm so happy that he was okay. He got super lucky that someone managed to find him all the way at the bottom of the ditch, and it's definitely really sad how he started saying goodbye to his family because he thought he wasn't gonna make it. It just goes to show if you're gonna go out and exploring in nature, please make sure you're being safe. Keep your phone on you, keep your flashlight on you, let people know where you're going, just in case something like this happens and you need someone to come and rescue you. Alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. Definitely let me know in the comments which clip freaked you out the most. I have to say that one video where that guy was staring into that couple's bedroom was really terrifying. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And let me tell you, things are about to get very interesting because we're gonna be taking a look at some of the scariest things caught on live television. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
One morning, an episode of Judge Judy is being filmed. That's when all of a sudden the camera starts to shake.
About what he needed. Okay. Well, he got your credit card, your bank card somehow, and he got your PIN number somehow.
It takes everyone a moment to realize what's happening. A massive earthquake had interrupted filming. Large earthquakes do sometimes happen in Los Angeles, which is where Judge Judy is filmed. The entire set shakes, and you can see the fear on everyone's faces. Maybe God is not a fan of the Judge Judy show.
You can absolutely tell that everyone is seriously concerned. Can you blame them? That earthquake looked pretty freaking intense. I experienced one very mild earthquake while I was in LA, and that alone was pretty scary. I cannot imagine experiencing one like this.
May 17th, 1995, a news helicopter was flying around San Diego, USA. What the helicopter was filming on the ground was one of San Diego's most terrifying moments. 35-year-old Sean Nelson had stolen a tank from a nearby National Guard armory. He decided to go on a rampage in San Diego, crushing cars and destroying buildings.
This guy is pissed off about something. I'm just curious how he even managed to get his hands on a freaking military tank. It's borderline funny how ridiculous this is. This man went on a full-on rampage in a military tank. Like, what the actual hell is going on?
Eventually, a massive police chase occurred, with hundreds of cop cars trying to stop the M60 tank. Sean's insane rampage lasted 23 minutes, and the entire thing was filmed live on TV news. Eventually, police were able to stop the tank, and Sean's life was ended by cops. But why did Nelson do it? Well, his parents passed away within 4 years of each other. Soon after, his wife divorced him. Later on, he ran out of money. His new girlfriend left him, and his house was in foreclosure. With no options left, Sean decided to go on one final joyride. He caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage, but the only person to pass away would be Sean himself.
Listen, this guy very very clearly caused some seriously irreparable damage. However, thankfully nobody got hurt except for him. I do, however, wonder why the police felt that they had no choice but to take him out. I mean, he was in a military tank, but still.
In 2011, Japan was hit by its worst ever tsunami. But during the news coverage of this, viewers spotted something strange. As the tsunami takes place, a large black creature can be seen. It also seems to vanish and then reappear. Some believe this may be a phenomenon known as Mothman. That is a large black creature which appears moments before disaster. Mothman was first seen on December 14th, 1967, flying above the Silver Bridge in Ohio. Scarily, the following day, the bridge collapsed. Ever since, Mothman has allegedly been observed before multiple disasters, including the Chernobyl meltdown in Ukraine. Could this really be Mothman caught on camera?
The concept of a Mothman is seriously so terrifying to me. Every time I think about it, I get super creeped out. However, I do not think that is Mothman in that clip. I think that's very clearly some sort of large bird that's probably just trying to get the hell out of there before disaster hits.
On October 22nd, 2021, news channel WNYT was doing a report in Green Ridge Cemetery in New York. But after the broadcast, a viewer reached out after seeing something strange. Keep an eye on the area behind the Butler gravestone. What seems to be an apparition goes right behind the grave.
And as you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones, but what you can't see...
The news channel had no idea this happened until a viewer pointed it out. The ghostly figure really does have a human shape, and seems to be running very fast. Some say this proves ghosts and spirits are real, especially as this was filmed in what's said to be a haunted graveyard.
That's pretty freaking unexplainable. A haunted cemetery is definitely a very unique place for a news report. Something definitely runs across the frame in the background, and it does kind of have a human shape, which is really terrifying. At least this ghost got their 5 minutes of fame.
One day, a reporter for MSNBC was doing some coverage of a storm in Mississippi, USA. Reporter Shaquille Brewster was talking about the tropical storm, but that's when he was interrupted by a very angry man.
I think we even have a random person going around. You know, I'm gonna turn this way because, you know, we deal with some people every once in a while.
The man had spotted the news crew and pulled over in a truck. He then proceeded to shout at and berate the news crew. Shaquille tries to keep his cool. The man was shouting that they weren't covering the storm correctly. The man then grabbed Shaquille's microphone before they cut back to the studio. You can tell by the studio anchor's face that he's very scared about what might be happening. But thankfully, Shaquille and his crew were okay. The angry driver, Benjamin Eugene Dagley, was later arrested by police for what he did. It's a good thing everyone was okay, but it was still scary for viewers to watch this play out live.
What the hell were you thinking, Benjamin? This man just saw a news reporter doing his job on the side of the road and decided to pull his truck over. He then proceeded to get out and try to rip his microphone away from him and get in his freaking face. I do not know why Benjamin is so confrontational, but very clearly something is stressing him out. He is very upset at the news station for the way they're reporting the storm. I don't really understand why he's taking the storm so personally, but either way, thankfully the news reporter was completely fine. I even saw him get a little pissed off at the end there. He was like, okay, enough of you getting in my face. It's just the most random thing ever.
One day, a Danish TV station is interviewing a man at an airport. It seems normal at first, but keep an eye on the blonde woman in the background. As the woman in front of her walks past, it seems like the blonde woman completely vanishes. Some say she may perfectly be in the camera's blind spot, while others said this woman disappeared. Could this be a real glitch in the Matrix? Or is there another explanation for this bizarre live TV clip?
My mind is literally blown. Did you guys not see that woman just completely disappear? My brain cannot process how that just happened. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's some sort of optical illusion, or like he said, that she just happened to go into the camera's blind spot. It definitely does look like a glitch in the Matrix though, that's for sure.
One day, Pope Francis was doing a regular broadcast from the Vatican. He then appeared at his window to bless the crowd, but bizarrely, as he stepped back inside, he seemed to vanish into thin air.
It goes bye-bye.
Dude, is it not? He's gone. Oh my god.
This led to some saying it may simply be a hologram of the Pope. They may do this for security reasons. To make matters even more strange, the Vatican removed all copies of this video, only leaving up their version. Others said that these two clips were recorded on different days, and the man in the window was not actually Pope Francis. Whatever the reason, this is very bizarre. Hologram technology is surprisingly advanced now, so maybe this really was a hologram, either to prevent assassination attempts or for other reasons.
You can clearly see him vanish into thin air. I feel like it has to be a hologram because there's no other choice. Unless the Pope can teleport, which I highly doubt. It's not like he fades away slowly, he just completely goes from there to not there. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think this is some sort of hologram, or did the Pope literally just teleport in front of our eyes?
In 2019, Fox Phoenix weather reporter Matt Rodewald was doing a weather report on a massive thunderstorm, but that's when a gigantic lightning strike hits just feet away. Some online said it looks like the lightning strike is far away, but the main lightning strike was actually very close, causing Matt to run out of frame. Thankfully he was okay, but he only narrowly missed being hit by this lightning strike. The strike was so powerful it knocked out power nearby, leaving 14,000 homes without power. Matt was okay, but I'm sure he'll think twice next time he steps out during a lightning storm.
Everyone always says that your chances of getting struck by lightning are pretty low, but I don't know, I've heard of a lot of occasions of people getting struck by lightning and it doesn't seem that rare to me. That thing hit pretty damn close to him. You would never see me anywhere near a storm ever again. I promise you that.
In 2020, the channel Capital TV in Peru was doing a report. They were in front of an audience of 200 people on Yaya Beach, which is known to be a UFO hotspot. The hosts were doubtful they'd see anything, but in the middle of the broadcast, some audience members noticed a weird light in the sky. They pointed at it with their green laser pens, and that's when the small light appears to respond, flashing a very bright color.
Estamos transmitiendo en vivo en directo, siendo las 10:47 de la noche, miren eso. Miren eso.
Could this be a UFO trying to communicate with the laser pens? The light is stationary, meaning it's not a plane. It's also not making any noise, ruling out helicopters. As the light gets brighter, it seems to be the shape of a hexagon. Seeing as this is rather far away, it must be absolutely massive. After this was broadcast, some remain skeptical, but people who saw it insist it was a UFO.
Whatever it is in the sky, it seems to be so far away, there's no way you can tell what it is. I personally would not discount it being some sort of plane, which is why I think it's really concerning that they're shining lasers at it. Whatever it is, it's clearly somebody flying something and you can potentially blind them with your lasers. I guess it could potentially be a UFO, but again, there's literally no way of knowing. That thing was insanely high up in the sky.
One day a viewer was watching the Canadian CTV channel, but that's when they noticed something off about one of the reporters. At various points, she appears to have double eyes.
Have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine.
The reporter has dark eyes, but as she blinks, a second set of lighter eyes appears over her eyelids. People offered various explanations. Some said this may be a lizard person, while other more rational people said this was likely a camera glitch. If this is a camera glitch, it's weird how the rest of the video seems totally normal. Do you believe people with double eyes exist in real life? After all, some say that sometimes the camera captures what the eyes can't see.
I would say logically, it's most likely a camera glitch. When she blinks, it literally looks like she has double eyes, and it's low-key demonic as hell. It's definitely interesting to me how only her eyes glitch and no other part of the video glitches. How does something like that happen? I don't know, it's definitely a bit scary.
One day, two news anchors in Honduras were doing a report, but they were freaked out when one of their glasses appeared to move by itself. They were clearly confused but tried to move on. That was until it happened again. The journalist Journalist Carlos Molina later admitted he felt a chill go down his spine seconds before the glass moved. He also said the table wasn't uneven, and also denied it being a prank played on him by the production staff. Could this be something supernatural? I'm not saying their studio is haunted, but I wouldn't want to go there at night.
His reaction is a lot calmer than mine would be, because let me tell you, I would freak the hell out seeing that. That glass very clearly moved on its own, so unless they faked this or this is some sort of prank that they don't know about, I think it's pretty safe to say their studio is haunted. It might be time to switch locations.
Many people believe that the legendary musician Michael Jackson is still alive and well. One piece of evidence for this is the mysterious identity of this man. His name is Teddy Perkins. He is a character on the show Atlanta inspired by Michael Jackson. On the show, he's played by actor Donald Glover, but people were very creeped out when they realized he was at the 2018 Emmys. You may assume this is simply Donald Glover in character, but mysteriously, the Teddy Perkins at the Emmys was not Donald Glover, nor was it his brother Steven, or their co-star Lakeith Stanfield. The director of Atlanta refused to reveal who this was, leading some to believe that this Teddy Perkins was Michael Jackson in disguise, and that he used the show to tell his story. People have also pointed out this clip, where the man cryptically says, "Someone did kill me, but I'm still alive."
I'm glad you're alive. I was a little worried. I thought it was a documentary. They did kill me, but I did not die. I'm still alive.
Could this really be Michael Jackson sending us a message? And if it's not, then who is this mysterious man?
First, I wasn't really convinced, but then when I heard his voice, I literally got chills. Cause oh my god, he sounds like Michael Jackson. It does look like whoever this is wearing a bunch of latex and like sort of costume makeup to give them this look. And let me just say, that is one creepy looking character. I definitely have heard theories of Michael Jackson still being alive. And although there are some pretty solid theories out there, I do not think this is one of them. I do think it's most likely someone in costume that just happens to resemble Michael Jackson. But alright you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. Definitely let me know in the comments which live television moment was the scariest for you. In my opinion, that near lightning strike definitely takes the cake. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And today my friends, we're gonna be diving into the world of stalkers. That's right, we're gonna be taking a look at a bunch of stalkers that were caught red-handed on live stream. If you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
In 2020, the Twitch streamer I'm Jasmine was walking on a beach in Vietnam. But that's when this eerie man creeps up behind her. The man looks around to make sure no one is seeing what he's about to do. That's when he goes in and sniffs I'm Jasmine.
9, 10. Oh my god!
I'm sorry, did this man just sniff her? What the actual hell was he thinking? That is extremely weird. I also know for sure that would piss me off. What the hell are you doing sniffing me?
The creepy man had been following her for some time, and he topped it all off by sniffing her on camera. Little did he know that thousands of people were watching him do this at the time. Jasmine laughed it off, but it's clear she was very uncomfortable and scared.
I do not blame her for being uncomfortable, because that dude got all up in her personal space. Not to mention, he came up from behind her out of literally nowhere, and even though she laughed it off, that must have been really freaking scary for her. I'm honestly very glad that he got exposed for the world to see. Let everyone see what a freaking creep you are.
But sadly for I'm Jasmine, this was not the only time she was stalked on stream. On a separate stream, I'm Jasmine is sitting eating lunch out in the street. It's in public in broad daylight.
Hello.
That's when a man comes up and begins to touch her without asking her consent.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my god, why are you touching me?
Can someone please explain to me what the hell these men are thinking? You cannot just go up to someone and touch them out of nowhere. I did not expect this video to piss me off this much.
No, come on, stop, I'm sorry, no.
She laughs very uncomfortably and tells him to stop touching her. But the man does not listen.
Stop, yo, stop it. No, just don't touch it, bye.
Jasmine gets visibly annoyed and tells him to stop many times, but the man does nothing but laugh. It's in public and no one even stops this man. Jasmine tries to get away, but the man won't stop following her. After 10 minutes of being stalked, Jasmine enters a store, and thankfully after that, the man finally leaves. But the moment she leaves the store and goes to the other side of the road, another man approaches her. He gets out of his car specially to talk to Jasmine. Jasmine says she's going home and does not want to talk to this guy. According to Jasmine, this is a common occurrence.
This is honestly so messed up on so many levels. The fact that this poor girl cannot go out without multiple men harassing her is seriously insane. I'm honestly baffled by the first guy's behavior. I'll tell you right now, that guy needs to get locked the hell up. Not to mention, he's doing all that with a smile on his face. Like, what the hell is so funny?
Similar thing happened to a streamer known as Amaranth. Amaranth was streaming her workout one day at the gym. That's when a man begins to visibly check her out live on stream. The man stares at her very creepily for a few seconds, even though Amaranth expresses no interest in this man. The man doesn't realize thousands of people are watching what he's doing. But this isn't even the creepiest thing to happen to this streamer. One day, Amaranth was IRL streaming her supermarket shop. A man can be seen on his phone in the background. But watch closely and you will be shocked at what happens next. The man takes a photo of Amaranth with the flash on.
Okay, there is so much to unwrap here. First of all, that dude in the gym got all up in her business. Does he not notice how obvious and obnoxious he's being by doing that? Then she goes to the supermarket and this gremlin of a man decides to take a picture of her. How the hell do you actually have the nerve to do that?
The man clearly messed up and didn't realize he had his flash and sound turned on. He then tries to play it off by taking photos of products on a shelf.
What do you think, she's stupid? You're telling me you were trying to take a picture of the bread from 10 feet away? No, the hell you weren't. You were obviously trying to take a picture of her. I literally cannot believe this. Does he seriously think anyone is gonna fall for that?
An Australian man named Rob CD was streaming his life in Tokyo. As he's streaming, he notices a woman and a man walking together. At first, he imagines they're a couple, but that's when he realizes something is seriously wrong. The woman keeps giving him a look as if to say, "Help me," and she also walks towards Rob. The woman then says Rob is her friend. Rob then tells the man that he's a friend of this girl despite not knowing her. He read the situation perfectly and realized that the woman was being stalked by this man. Rob tries to tell the man to go away, but he won't leave.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good to see you. It's alright. Have a good night, man.
I'm honestly so happy that he was able to read the situation right and play along. Obviously, this girl is being stalked by this guy, and she went up to this streamer and pretended to know him in order to try to get away from the creep. Thankfully, it looks like it's about to work.
Yeah.
Where from?
Australia.
Australia. Wow.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
So, now is it fair?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
The girl is clearly very nervous and scared, but Rob's simple and heroic actions saved the day. Always be on the lookout if someone looks uncomfortable in the street. Just because they're with a man doesn't mean they're a couple. The woman could be getting stalked just like in this case.
Shout out to this guy for saving the day, and honestly probably saving that girl. Who knows what that creep was trying to do?
This happened to a streamer named Elia Gatto. She was walking around with a friend on the street, but that's when they notice a creepy man is following them on the street. If that wasn't bad enough, this man has a samurai sword.
Oh god! Let's go find your husband! Let's go your husband! Let's go with your husband! Oh my god!
They try to go down different streets, but the man won't stop following them. Thankfully, a man notices their situation at one point and steps in. But even with the guy helping them, the man with the samurai sword won't stop following them. Eventually, the Good Samaritan calls the cops.
This guy witnessed that. So seeing that this guy is following us and he's telling us to run to the hospital.
Thankfully, someone intervened and called for help. I mean, dude, they're getting chased by a guy with an actual samurai sword. Not to mention, he is doing this in public in front of everyone. Clearly, there are some really insane people out there.
The man with the samurai sword is soon stopped by police. But it disturbs me how little people came to these women's rescue. They were clearly scared and maybe even in danger. If the man with the sword was not arrested, who knows what could have happened.
It's honestly really amazing that somebody intervened and got them help. It also is a little bit disappointing to see that not a lot of other people did anything to help, even though they saw that these girls very clearly needed help. The girls ended up getting out safe and that creep got in trouble, which is exactly what should have happened. This could have ended a whole lot worse.
In 2021, Sushi Potato is talking to a random man on the street. The man asks where she's from and basic facts about her, but that's when things go seriously wrong.
The way this man would get knocked out is truly unbelievable. You just cannot do that. You cannot behave like that. I feel really bad for these streamers because these men are literally insane.
She gets upset and tells him to go away. Thankfully, she has water to throw at the man to make him back off. This situation easily could have got dangerous or even worse. The scary thing is, the man knew he was being filmed, but didn't even care.
If he knows he's being filmed and he still doesn't care, that tells you that he is so delusional. You should definitely be concerned. I also love how she threw water at him. Like, yeah, please get the hell away from me.
Take a look at this haunting clip from streamer JDN. While streaming live, she gets a phone call from her stalker. At first, the stalker pretends to be her father on the phone, but he then goes on to say that he's not her father. JDN is visibly scared and confused. Later on, JDN explained the stalker was verbally abusing her on the phone. Jade quickly called her father to make sure he was safe, and thankfully he was. She then called the police to report this stalker. Hopefully, the call can be traced. But this is not the first time Jade has been stalked live on stream. One time, a stalker sent 25 pizzas to her house. And another time, the fire department was called to her house. That's because a stalker wrongfully called up and said her house was on fire. It's terrifying that someone who simply streams games would have such evil stalkers.
What's even the point of calling the fire department to someone's house? Okay, the fire department gets there and they see that everything's fine, and then what? I truly do not understand why people do that to all these live streamers. These stalkers need to get locked up.
One day, Rectful was walking down the street in Japan at night. That's when he notices something strange behind him. There's a creepy masked man following him on the street.
If he had turned to keep following me, I would have been creeped the f out. Wait, he turned. Wait, he turned. Wait, do I run?
Please run. This guy is very obviously following him. He's not even being slick about it.
No matter where Rectful walks, the man seems to follow him. He even turns around various times, and so does the man. At this point, Rectful realizes the man is absolutely following him, so he begins to run. That's when the man begins to chase after Rectful. Eventually, Rectful yells at the man and asks him what he's doing.
I'm running.
Man, you know me? Why did you do that?
Thankfully, the man in the mask later said it was simply a prank and he's a fan of Rectful. But even so, this is a very scary and nasty prank to play. Thankfully, it was simply fun and games. But as we've already seen here, sometimes streamers can be harassed by dangerous people. I can only imagine what Rectful was thinking in this moment.
So it turned out to be a fan of his that was actually messing with him. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not find that funny whatsoever. Because if I was walking out late at night and someone did that to me, I would be so terrified. I don't know, it just doesn't really seem like a fun prank to me. Clearly this guy was very concerned.
Kiera Kitty is filming herself one day on a train. But that's when a man in front of her begins shaking his behind in her face. Kiera is clearly very creeped out by this, but the man only responds in a rude way.
What? Wait,
might film me if you don't let me film.
This man is way bigger and stronger than Kiera, and it's very wrong for him to behave in this way. But the sad thing is, no one steps in to help Kiera here.
So I guess this guy didn't want to be recorded, so in order to deter her, he started like shaking his butt in the camera. I don't really get the thought process behind that. It's honestly really ridiculous and childish, which I'm not surprised. We have seen a lot of ridiculous and downright disgusting behavior in today's video. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this crazy video. Definitely let me know in the comments which one of these guys pissed you off the most. I honestly cannot pick. They all equally got on my nerves. Absolutely none of them understood what boundaries were. They didn't understand the concept of personal space, and they were also just annoying as hell. I'm definitely surprised and shocked by how these live streamers get treated in public. It's truly baffling. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And today we are diving right back into some really spooky stuff, so I really hope you're ready. If you are, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
A woman was vacationing in Moosehead Lake, which is located in rural Maine. She was staying with her husband in a small lodge and felt uneasy ever since she checked in. During the day, she took her 2 kids and husband out snowmobiling, but once it got dark, a creepy vibe always seemed to follow. After dinner one evening, her family returned to their room and got ready for bed, but when she went to close the blinds, she noticed something unnerving outside her window.
That is seriously terrifying. This is an all-around really stressful situation. You're quite literally in rural Maine with nobody around you, except very clearly this random person who is just standing in the middle of the field staring inside your cabin. Does that not sound like it is straight out of a freaking horror movie? They actually ended up calling the freaking police, as they should, and it looks like they just walked straight up to the guy and were like, what the hell are you doing? It's just such an insanely creepy thing for someone to do. Let's be real, they're not gonna be staring into your house for no reason. That is really scary.
Just moments into the video, she captures a strange man dressed in all black. He is slowly walking toward her room and eventually stops in the middle of the road and stares directly at her. Thankfully, her husband called the cops immediately, and they arrived shortly after. Based on the original post, the man was suffering from a severe mental disorder and was staying with his family in the room directly next door.
So I guess this was kind of their neighbor. Not that that makes this okay whatsoever, because it doesn't. It actually makes it even more terrifying because it just goes to show you never know who you're living around and what they're capable of.
A couple of friends were having a sleepover and began to hear strange noises in the middle of the night. This particular house is built across the street from a cemetery, and the boy that lives there constantly sees shadow figures in the various rooms. Most of his friends are hesitant to come over, due to the heavy sense of dread they feel whenever they step inside the front door. This particular night would be no different. They were awoken by loud noises coming from the bedroom closet. They grabbed their phone and started to record.
I just have a quick question. When people are living in these insanely haunted houses, where even their friends are telling them this place is giving me a serious sense of dread, why the hell do people not just move out? Work something out, get the hell out of there, and then just sell the freaking place.
Get up. Get up. Get up. You're here. Listen. Touch that door. Oh. That Ouija board.
Hesitant at first, he eventually opens the door to hopefully find the source of the knocking, but soon notices the closet is entirely empty. He also mentioned that they should not have used the Ouija board. If this encounter didn't scare them, what they captured a few days later definitely would.
I guess my only explanation would be that someone was tapping on the wall on the other side of the closet. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that them using a Ouija board the night before this had something to do with it. Now let's see what else happened to them.
He mentioned that he began to hear strange noises coming from the living room. He opens up his bedroom door and notices a strange black shadow figure standing against the far wall. After a few moments, the figure abruptly charges him just before the video suddenly ends. Did he capture paranormal activity, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
Whatever that is, it is so freaking scary looking. It just looks like this ginormous dark figure that I would not want to mess with. I mean, you can tell because even he shut that door real fast. I do, however, think it may be time for them to move out. What do you guys think?
A college student was on break and visiting her family back home after being gone for over 4 years. Her younger sister has a passion for vlogging and would often record videos of herself in her room. One evening, when she had a friend over, they saw her younger sister's camera nearby and they decided to see what kind of videos she was creating. Most of the videos were rather ordinary and often included her playing with her dolls. Eventually, one of the videos caught their attention when they spotted something that they couldn't explain.
I saw my friend the other day, and we went on a walk, and we also got ice cream that day, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh my god, you can totally tell something scared the crap out of that girl. And I really wonder what she saw that made her freak out that much. She basically froze for quite a while there. Honestly, I can't blame her because I would too.
Her young sister begins the video by simply talking about some of her new toys that she recently purchased. Eventually, something to her right catches her eye and leaves her speechless. After she appears to completely freeze due to shock, she gathers the nerve to exit her room entirely. After a few moments, a strange thin leg appears to walk by the opening. Many people in the comments section also mentioned it could possibly be a thin shadow figure moving from left to right. Whatever the figure was, it left the poor girl running in fear.
This one definitely gave me the chills, especially at the end there when that shadow figure walked past the door. Clearly that girl saw something so terrifying that it made her freeze in fear. Props to her for getting up and getting the hell out of there. That was a very smart move.
A woman was away on vacation for a few days when she received an unsettling video on her phone. She has a security camera mounted on the front of her house that sends an alert to her phone when motion is detected. When she checked her phone, she didn't think much of the video, since the camera picked up her usual mailman dropping off her mail. As the mailman was leaving, something caught her attention and made her replay the video. When she gave the video a closer look, she was chilled to her core. As the mailman walks up to her front door, we can clearly see nobody else in the driveway. Once he finishes placing her mail in the mailbox, he turns to leave and doesn't seem to notice the man dressed in black a few feet away. The mailman walks toward the sidewalk and we lose sight of the strange man, but when he turns to the left, there is no trace of him at all. Paranormal or not, The footage is definitely creepy.
I mean, I guess this could be paranormal, but I really do think what happened here is that they somehow aligned as they were walking in a way that made the guy in the background be completely hidden by the guy in the front. So it literally looks like he disappeared, but he didn't. I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's definitely really scary footage though. Definitely looks like that guy completely just disappeared, which is insane.
A family was driving home late one evening when one of the passengers noticed something mysterious. She was in and out of sleep and wasn't sure if her eyes were playing tricks on her. As she began to focus her attention on the strange object, she asked her family if they also could see the strange phenomenon. This particular stretch of land in Canada has some of the most frequent UFO sightings in the country. Once she calmed her nerves, she grabbed her camera and started to record.
It looks like a UFO, right? That's a UFO. Christian. It's just staying right there. Look, it's just above there. Are you recording it? Yeah. That's a UFO. You can just see it. Well, hide, you know.
Wow, that actually does look like a freaking UFO. If I was driving and I saw something like that, I would definitely freak the hell out. I honestly think I'd have to pull over and take a second to process what I just saw. It's actually very impressive they got this on camera.
Just moments into the video, we notice a strange, unidentified object hovering in the night sky. The craft appears to be disc-shaped and has lights on all sides. Based on the family's reaction, it's obvious that it's not a typical craft they are used to seeing. Did they capture an extraterrestrial craft? Or is there a more reasonable explanation?
You can absolutely tell it is not your average aircraft. It's definitely unlike anything I've ever seen before. Can you imagine seeing that when you're driving in the middle of nowhere at night? Yeah, you're gonna be freaking scared. But alright you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which clip stood out to you the most. I have to say that one where that guy was just staring into their cabin in the middle of nowhere really scared me. And I also really love how he just went out there and confronted him, because honestly what he was doing was so freaking creepy. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana and I'm back today with yet another video. And today we are diving right back into the world of the spooky and the paranormal. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
A few paranormal investigators decided to visit an abandoned house located in Idaho. The house drew their attention since it is allegedly haunted and very few people are brave enough to enter. As they began live streaming their explorations to Instagram, they soon began to hear disembodied footsteps and voices in various rooms. Eventually, the two of them came across a wooden hatch in one of the bedrooms and decided to investigate further.
Before we even see what they came across, there are so many things wrong with this. You can definitely tell by the state of the house that whoever was living there literally just up and left out of nowhere, which could mean that some really crazy stuff happened in there.
Here. Did you see what just slid? Something just slid down like what? I don't know if it was a mouse. Who needs a flash? Oh!
Here, you want my flashlight?
Yeah.
No? Alright. I'm gonna shut it.
I got my phone.
Alright. Ready?
Hi.
Is that a ball?
There's a ball.
Oh, it just moved! Oh my god, it just moved!
It just moved.
Holy cow! Oh, the ball just moved!
That ball absolutely moved. You can clearly tell it is not the guy that is down there pushing it, and it's also not anyone above. So like, how the hell is that happening? I have to admit, that guy is very brave for just going down there by himself. He had no hesitation either. He just like went straight down there. Me, however, you would never catch me going down there. Absolutely not.
As one of the members heads down to the basement, they both turn their focus to a ball at the bottom of the stairs. Within a few moments, the ball can be seen moving completely on its own. Many people in the comment section are convinced they captured paranormal activity, while the skeptics are certain the ground must be uneven. Paranormal or not, the crew was truly stunned.
I guess the ground could be uneven. However, you can tell by the way that ball was moving that it was not natural whatsoever. There was definitely something wrong and paranormal about that. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think it was.
A lady was home alone late one evening and live streaming to her fans on social media. She began to read live comments notifying her that the door behind her opened by itself. She was in the middle of doing her makeup and didn't believe anyone's comments, figuring that they were simply trolling her. The comments were so consistent that she eventually played back the footage to see exactly what they were talking about. When she reviewed the footage, she was shocked at what it revealed.
And there was no one at my house. My mum and dad were on holiday. My mum and dad were on holiday for the whole week, and that's why I was freaking out because my address got leaked because someone leaked it.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the live, right, 1 minute I'm doing my makeup in the mirror, like this, like literally doing nothing, and then everyone's like, "Oh, someone just walked in your house."
CCTV footage
From the live. I've got it downloaded. I downloaded the live.
What and what was you supposed to have seen? Someone else?
This was 5 nights ago, by the way. Yeah, no, look.
We're about to see the footage of the paranormal activity in her house. She says she was at home completely alone, just doing her makeup, when suddenly people started commenting on the live stream that the door behind her opened by itself. I cannot imagine how scared she was in that moment. Let's take a look at the clip.
Right, the door opens. Wait. I'm gonna zoom in.
Oh, no way. How did your door open?
It's glass. You can see through the door. Look. There's no one there.
You're joking. Bro, this is like The Ring.
And then,
No.
look, it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse, mate. I don't know what to do. I'm actually shitting myself. Look.
Oh my god, you're joking.
The way I literally have full body chills right now. Why does it look like a full-on person just walked into her house? Babe, if I were you, I would be moving the hell out immediately. Are you kidding me? That is so terrifying.
No, you've edited that. You have to have edited that.
How have I edited it? It's come up
There's a
online.
little Chinese kid in there.
And then I walk over. At this point, I then walk in. I walk over to the door because everyone was saying there's someone behind me. And this doesn't show on the live. It's been cut, and I'm straight outside again.
As she was engaging with her fans and doing her makeup, she noticed the glass door behind her open entirely on its own. As if that wasn't creepy enough, she soon notices the face of a small child near the door that was opened. Once the creepy face is revealed, her security camera encountered a technical difficulty and stopped filming. Did she capture paranormal activity? Or is there a more reasonable explanation?
She definitely captured something, that's for sure. I don't understand how she is so calm retelling that story, because I know I would personally be losing my mind. Hopefully it doesn't come back to me in my dreams.
A man decided to drive his RV to an allegedly haunted place in the countryside of Japan. He set up multiple security cameras outside of the van in case something unexpected took place. He began to hear loud noises from all around him, but remained relatively calm since the noises weren't too close. Unfortunately for him, the noises got closer and closer until loud banging could be heard all around the van. What took place next left him completely terrified.
My question is, why would you want to take your van in the middle of the haunted countryside in the first place? Because I don't know, to me it just sounds like a terrible idea.
As he sits on the bed, the RV door can be seen violently slamming shut and open entirely on its own. What gives the video more credibility is the fact he has a security camera outside facing the door, showing no one nearby. One feature I noticed is that the interior camera shows a cloth covering the circular window, but the outside camera shows the door window with no cloth on the inside. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely chilling.
That is definitely concerning, especially how violently that door was opening and closing. The two different camera angles definitely do add credibility. However, at the end of the day, literally everything can be faked, so there's no way of knowing. I was right though, this was a terrible idea.
A couple welcomed their new child and were incredibly excited to start their new life. Once they brought their child home, they began experiencing strange activity. They would often feel pockets of cold air around the house and often feel as though someone or something was watching them. Like most parents, they decided to purchase a baby camera to keep an eye on their precious new baby. Late one evening, their child was sleeping peacefully when they decided to check the baby monitor to make sure everything was okay. What they ended up witnessing chilled them to their core. Just moments into the video, we can see the faint outline of a translucent figure hovering over the baby. The strange figure appears to be incredibly interested in the child, and many believe it could possibly be an extraterrestrial of some sort. Paranormal or not, the parents were truly terrified.
I mean, it's definitely giving me paranormal vibes. You can tell that this translucent figure is crouching over and looking at the child. It seems to be super interested in interacting with it. It doesn't necessarily give me evil vibes, but it's definitely scary nonetheless.
A man was home alone late one evening and sat down to watch TV. Everything seemed rather ordinary as he was going about his nightly routine until he glanced in the reflection of his TV. Recently, he has been experiencing strange activity in his house, but didn't think much of it since he is not a believer in the paranormal. After the following experience, he is much more open to the possibility of the supernatural.
Look in the reflection of the TV. It feels like someone is sitting next to me. You know what's the scariest part? There's no one next to me. Here I am sitting, and there's no one. No objects that could cast a shadow. But in the reflection, there is. It looks eerie. The entire couch. No one there.
Something has to be wrong with his TV. Why the hell does it actually look like someone is sitting right next to him? Hell no, I'm getting rid of the TV, the couch, and the whole freaking house. I am not taking any risks if I saw something like that. He also seems super calm and chill, considering there's most likely a freaking demon sitting right next to him. I'd be a little more concerned if I were you.
As he begins recording, we can clearly see a black humanoid figure sitting to his left. What's strange is when he pans his camera to his left to reveal what is sitting next to him, there is nobody there. In videos like these, the skeptics are often convinced he is cutting the footage at some point, but this doesn't appear to be the case in his recording. Even though we can't see a clear cut in the footage, his calm demeanor makes the video suspicious.
That's exactly what I was saying. This guy is very calm about the entire situation, whereas in reality, anyone would be freaking the hell out. You're telling me you would be calm if you saw a humanoid figure in your TV? I don't think so.
A group of friends purchased a haunted doll several years ago. One night, they decided to hold a seance in their backyard to hopefully make contact with whoever was attached to the doll. They placed several items of paranormal equipment around the doll, which included a spirit box. Nothing out of the ordinary took place until one of them mentioned they were going to part ways with the doll eventually. What took place next left the members terrified.
With me when I move, so if any of you are interested in that doll, please let me know, because I don't want to keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested, I don't... Did that thing just move?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested, I don't...
Her
Her face just moved towards you.
Oh my God, Heather.
Like that legitly just moved.
Oh my God.
That doll literally just moved. As the woman was talking about getting rid of the doll, it literally looked towards her. If anything, this is more reason to sell the damn thing.
When you said you're not taking her with you, what the f is that?
I don't know, I just heard that.
I heard a girl's voice.
Are you serious? That wasn't one of you?
No.
Oh my God, she really just f***ing move? Oh, hell no.
After the lady mentions that she is going to be parting ways with the doll, it suddenly moves its head to the left and stares directly at her. After a few moments, the other friends mention that they heard a young girl's voice nearby.
Her with you? Her with you? Her with you?
It sounds like a faint moan just after the friend mentions she is not taking her with you. As if this wasn't creepy enough, the wind chimes begin to unexpectedly move toward the edge of the backyard.
You can definitely tell that doll does not want to be sold. The moment they started discussing getting rid of it, all this paranormal activity started happening. It's like it was almost giving them a warning not to do it, or else some crazy paranormal stuff was gonna start happening. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which clip scared you the most. I have to say, that creepy face behind that girl live streaming is literally gonna give me nightmares. That was just way too unexplainable and way too terrifying. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And I really hope you guys are ready for this one, because today's video is gonna be all about ghosts and the paranormal. If you are, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Late one evening in Belding, Michigan, a mother was relaxing at home when she noticed something terrifying outside her front door. The family lives deep in the woods and often hears strange noises at night. Thankfully, most of the creepy sounds are off in the distance and never get too close. This particular evening was out of the ordinary, since she didn't hear any noises from outside or even footsteps in the snow. She just happened to look towards the front door while watching TV and noticed something terrifying that she couldn't explain.
Her first mistake is living deep in the woods, I'll tell you that. I would personally be way too scared to do that. Not to mention she hears footsteps and noises all the time. None of this is really adding up to be very good. So let's see what she saw. It's these really bright glowing eyes surrounded by darkness outside of her home. I would lose my freaking mind.
Just moments into the video, we notice a pair of strange glowing eyes peering directly at her. She was left speechless and has no idea what the creature could be. Eventually, it moves slightly to its right and completely vanishes. Many people in the comments section are convinced she captured some type of extraterrestrial. The skeptics, on the other hand, are certain it was simply a reflection or possibly headlights from a car.
If it was headlights from a car, you would be able to see the lights moving. Unless there was a car parked in front of her house, which I'm sure she would be aware of. I will say though, I'm not too sure about the whole extraterrestrial thing. It's definitely creepy, however, I don't really know if it's giving alien. I do think there is a possibility it could be some sort of animal, and because it's nighttime, maybe its eyes look like they're glowing. I guess we'll never really know the answer to this one. However, I really do hope that they put this house up for sale after this incident. I definitely would not stick around.
A man was sent a video from a family member one day that left him speechless. The home in which his family member lives has always made him uncomfortable whenever he would visit. Whether it was night or day made no difference. He always felt as though someone or something was watching him. Whenever he would bring up the strange feelings to his family member, they would often say that he was simply imagining things. He eventually stopped visiting the home since he began to notice the family member's personality shifting. He was surprised one afternoon when the family member sent him the following.
I'm sorry, their personalities started shifting? That sounds like they're starting to get possessed to me. We haven't even seen the clip yet and I'm already concerned.
We can see a mysterious shadow figure manifest in the middle of the screen and quickly move from left to right. The family member was stunned by what the motion detection camera captured and now believes his home is haunted. One thing that is rather suspicious is that the playhead towards the bottom never moved at any point in the video. While many people believe the family member captured paranormal activity, the skeptics are certain the effect was computer-generated.
The playhead not moving at all in the video is definitely bizarre. That totally makes the entire thing look fake. However, if this is real, oh my god, it is so scary. It looks like the spirit is lurking around the house and it just looks really creepy. I honestly do not know what I would do if I found something like this on my security cameras. Definitely let me know in the comments though, do you guys think this video is real or was it potentially fake? I would love to hear your thoughts.
A full-service real estate company in South America dedicates their TikTok channel to property walkthroughs. The agent typically informs their viewers of the price and specifications of the property they are currently selling. One of the most effective forms of marketing is doing a video walkthrough of the property, which makes their followers feel as if they were there. They have done close to 100 video walkthroughs and have never experienced anything paranormal while at the property. This would all change one afternoon when the real estate agent was taking a video of the unoccupied residence and captured something truly bizarre.
Oh my god, that literally scared the crap out of me. Something definitely ran past in the background. This poor realtor is literally over here just trying to sell a house, and now they have to deal with paranormal activity. Can you imagine?
It may have been difficult to see, but as the real estate agent enters the kitchen and turns around, a small child can be seen running from left to right. The agent doesn't seem to notice the small child and swears that the home was completely vacant at the time of the showing. While many people in the paranormal community are convinced they captured the spirit of a young child, the skeptics are certain it was simply a family member unaccounted for.
Yes, it is possible that it is someone's family member. However, if the realtor said no one was there, then I guess that's kind of out of the question. This one is definitely a tough one because it could go either way. It could very well be paranormal, but it could also be literally just a person. And there's really no way of knowing. I guess that's what makes these videos so fun. We never really know what the hell is going on.
A woman by the name of Angel has been experiencing terrifying activity as of late. It all started one evening when she was relaxing at home with her cat and began to notice her pet's behavior shifting. The cat seemed interested in something near the front door, so she began to feel uneasy and stare in the same direction as the cat. She enjoys taking walks at her local cemetery and believes that something may have followed her home. She gets a sense of peace and relaxation whenever she walks through the forest and cemetery.
I mean, babe, if you're taking strolls in cemeteries, then I wouldn't be surprised if something attached itself to you. I would maybe try to switch up the location of your afternoon strolls.
But recently, the energy around those places has shifted for her. As she focuses her attention on the front door, something unexpected would take place. Just moments into the video, we notice her cat sensing something taking place near the front door. It's difficult to say how high up the glass opening is at the top, but it's safe to say it would take an abnormally tall figure to see through. That's exactly what takes place after a few moments. A strange humanoid figure can be seen peering inside. Once the figure makes eye contact with her, the video abruptly ends.
Do you know how tall somebody has to be in order to reach that glass? Whatever ghost or creature or humanoid that is freaking humongous. Not to mention, it is staring directly at her. And you can definitely tell something sketchy is going on because even the cat is freaking out. You know something's up when the animals start freaking out.
After this incident, she mentioned she did not leave her house for nearly 2 days due to the traumatic impact it had on her. She also mentioned that she had wild dreams and felt like she was called toward her local forest. When she was ready to leave her apartment after a few days, she looked outside and was terrified by what was in her yard. As she looked outside of her house, her attention was drawn to a strange object made out of sticks. Many people in her comment section were convinced it was a totem which could possibly be cursed. It also may be the source for the nightmares she had been experiencing after the strange incident at her front door.
I've honestly never seen such a contraption in my entire life. It really does look like a bunch of sticks tied together to me. I don't really think that's the thing giving her nightmares. I think it's more likely that it's the fact she saw someone staring into her freaking house. Because let me tell you, that is a reason enough. It is really weird though that she found that in her backyard, because it does mean that someone had to go in to put it there. And that, my friends, is scary.
The following night, she decided to listen to her intuition and head towards her local cemetery to see what was pulling her there.
I don't really know why her intuition was literally telling her to put herself in danger by fully just walking out into a forest in the middle of nowhere. It definitely looked like someone was following her or watching her from a distance. All around, just a really creepy stalker vibe.
As Angel made her way into the cemetery, she began to see strange figures behind trees and headstones. She also believes she may have captured the infamous Hat Man near one of the large gravestones. She still is searching for answers to this day, and her most recent post shows another strange creature outside her front door. While many of her followers are scared for her safety, there are several others that are convinced she is faking the videos and simply seeking views.
It is very possible that these are just creative skits, and if they are, let me tell you, they are really good and really convincing. They still scared the crap out of me regardless. I also don't know why, but the idea of the Hat Man is super eerie to me. I would not like to meet the Hat Man. Mr. Hat Man, please stay away from me. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
A family was relaxing at home one evening when something mysterious took place. The location in which the family lives was experiencing strange weather recently. Many people reported seeing mysterious clouds in the sky, along with several reports of UFOs in the area. Prior to this eventful night, the family, including their young child, had also been experiencing peculiar nightmares and dreams, which was highly unusual. Once the family finished dinner, they were playing with their child when they began to hear a weird noise coming from outside the window. It wasn't long before the family experienced something truly unnerving.
My mind is completely blown, but I'm also extremely confused at the same time. What the freaking hell is that? It literally looks insane just flying through their house.
Just moments into the video, we can see a strange ball of light enter through the window. The ball seems to be intelligent and makes its way toward the hall and heads to the right. The mysterious orb appears to turn around and make its way back toward the playroom before stopping in front of the TV. As it hovers in front of the TV, it almost seems as though it gets scared by the scream and suddenly shoots towards the television. While many people are convinced it was simply computer-generated, there are others who believe it may be extraterrestrial.
Once I saw it shoot straight into the TV, it was game over for me. I'm pretty positive this is AI generated, which to be honest is kind of relieving, because if this was real, I would be truly concerned. It honestly looked really freaking cool though. It was like this floating ball of electricity.
A man who works at a hotel has been experiencing strange activity as of late. Many of his coworkers have shared similar stories about the eerie hotel in which they work. Many of them have seen strange shadow figures in various rooms, along with hearing voices when nobody else was around. Unfortunately, none of them have captured any evidence on camera, which is hard to believe since there are so many security cameras around the building. This would all change one evening when one of the employees went to grab some fresh towels and encountered something truly bone-chilling.
No, pues ahí voy de entrando ya, dame cuidado. Y entonces paso yo a coger las sábanas, comienzo a contarlas porque me pidieron 10 sábanas. Oh, entonces pues, no es que yo estoy ahí parado y todo eso y estoy recogiendo las sábanas y se me abre la puerta y ya yo arranco. No, yo no sé, pero yo...
Oye, eso también se cayó, vea.
Se cayó una cosa y no...
At first I was gonna say, okay, maybe the floor is crooked and that's why the cart rolled. But then when the doors flew open and things started flying off the shelves, I was like, okay, clearly it's not just the floor being crooked. This hotel is freaking haunted. Which honestly, I'm not surprised. It seems like every hotel ever is haunted. And this one clearly falls into that category. It actually seems that the spirits are quite aggressive, which is really, really scary. Y'all better do some sort of exorcism on this property ASAP.
As the hotel employee enters the room and walks towards the fresh towels, the cart he was pushing begins to move entirely on its own. This didn't seem to grab his attention, but when the two heavy doors swing open simultaneously, he quickly runs for safety. As he leaves the room, a small bag can be seen flying off the top shelf. Did the employees finally capture authentic paranormal activity? Or is there a more reasonable explanation?
Unless someone was messing with him, this really does seem like paranormal activity to me. Again, especially because it's a hotel, I really do not doubt that it's freaking haunted as hell. I'm actually very impressed with his reaction. He did not freak out nearly as much as I would have. I would have absolutely panicked, to say the very, very least. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which paranormal clip scared you the most. I have to say that one clip where it looked like someone was peeking over the glass and staring into that girl's house really, really freaked me out. I am not joking. I literally think I'm gonna have nightmares about it. I really hope for her own good that she moved out of that place because it did not seem safe whatsoever. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. Let me tell you guys, this one is about to get really spooky, so if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into it.
Video shows a family celebrating their mother's birthday, but when the mother goes to blow out the candles of her birthday cake, someone or something is caught on camera.
Cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos a ti.
Someone or something with long dark hair appears behind the mother as she celebrates her birthday, but who or what is it? This video has left viewers creeped out. Many suggest that this is a demon, but what do you think?
That thing is definitely a demon. Are you kidding me? The way it was literally staring right at the camera. Can you even imagine something like this happening to you on your birthday? What a way to ruin a birthday party.
The YouTube channel The Beach House uploaded this creepy video last year and titled it Real Ghost Caught on Camera. The family visit an old and supposedly haunted house, and while upstairs in one of the rooms, they end up capturing something which left their viewers spooked.
I don't know, I don't get a weird feeling in this room at all. Do you feel weird, Becca?
I actually do feel kind of weird in this room.
Yeah?
It's that we know what happened here, and we know the story behind it, and overall, I think it's just pretty creepy.
Please tell me you guys saw that. There was fully a ghost lady in the mirror behind them. The fact that they didn't notice makes it even creepier.
Behind the couple, in the mirror, a translucent figure appears for a few seconds before it disappears like it was never there. At the time, the couple didn't notice it, but after reviewing their footage back, they were creeped out by this capture. The beach house says that this is a real ghost caught on camera, but is it?
Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did these YouTubers really capture a ghost on camera, or is something else going on here?
This next clip was sent in and uploaded to the YouTube channel Paranormal Planet. Apparently, according to the description, a group of engineers were visiting an old World War II tunnel in the mountains of Japan when they started experiencing strange and unexplainable things while inside it. The camera started malfunctioning and strange voices were heard, even though nobody had access to the tunnels other than the small group of engineers. Prior to World War II, the tunnels were used for mining purposes and go as far down as 1,500 feet. While documenting their visit, they ended up capturing something which made their blood run cold.
Before we see what made their blood run cold, I just want to say, paranormal stuff aside, going down into a mining tunnel is incredibly dangerous. I really cannot believe they're about to do that. This overall just sounds like a really bad idea. Okay, so that must be the spirit of some sort of mine worker that used to work in this mine. You can definitely tell by the outfit. I literally have full body chills.
What looks like a transparent figure appears right in front of them in what looks like miners' clothing before it slips away through a solid wall. This clip, which has racked up over 10 million views since it was uploaded on the 30th of March 2011, has left viewers divided. Many agree with Paranormal Planet that this is a quote, ghost caught on tape, while others are skeptical.
I completely get being skeptical, especially with a video like this. It definitely looks really hard to believe, so definitely let me know what you think. Are you guys skeptical about this video, or do you think this is footage of genuine paranormal activity?
Diane the Canning Nanny uploaded this video to YouTube over 3 years ago after she caught what she says is a ghost caught on our living room camera at 2 AM. She says that quote, "So, totally unrelated to any content I have ever done. We found this today on our living room camera at 2 AM this morning. Very clearly a woman. Even Noah, our cat, saw it. You can see his eyes near the end of the video. I am sensitive to feeling spirits of family members. I have been saying for months, I feel a spirit here I do not recognize. To us, it looks like an older woman with long hair. You tell me what you all think."
So this woman feels like there is a spirit in her house that she does not recognize, and then she goes and finds this supposedly really creepy ghost video on her security footage. This is all adding up to sound pretty freaking creepy. I'm really curious to see what she found on this footage.
After reading the comments, viewers agree that may be. Something dressed in white with long dark hair can be seen moving past the camera, but what is it? Diane believes that this is a ghost caught on camera, and let me point out, Diane's channel is entirely focused around her cooking videos and days out. It has absolutely nothing to do with ghosts or anything paranormal. Only this video, which she uploaded to get help and answers on just what this could be. So, what is it?
You guys, I'm gonna have to be real with you. I think this is real. I genuinely believe that this woman found this footage on her security camera and was just truly terrified. So she felt the need to post it and share it with everyone to get some answers. And let me tell you, babe, that is definitely giving me some paranormal vibes, especially when you consider the fact that she says she's been feeling spirits in her home. This is all around a really scary story.
Dan Wrangle 1 published this video back in November after capturing something during Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a celebration in Mexico where people decorate their homes and set up altars for relatives that have passed away. It is said on this day that the spirits of those who have passed away return to the realm of the living during Dia de los Muertos. Han films her altar that she prepared on the Day of the Dead, but also captures something else in the video.
That literally made my heart drop. Did you guys see that thing in the corner of the screen? It looks like there's a spirit walking around the table. Considering the fact that this is a very spiritual holiday, quite literally all about the dead, I really wouldn't be surprised if the dead came through and started communicating as well.
Look closely to the bottom right of the screen. A sort of transparent figure slowly approaches the altar before fading away into thin air. Given the day this occurred, commenters believe that this transparent figure is a spirit of Han's relatives. But what's your verdict on this transparent figure?
I can't imagine how she felt watching that back and seeing the spirit. It must have been extremely overwhelming and really scary.
The following video was captured by a trail cam located somewhere in the forest of Menudo, Mexico. Apparently, the person who set up the camera had been hearing terrifying noises coming from the forest near his house. The noises were so loud that they disturbed the family in their sleep, and the father who lived in this house for years had never ever heard anything like them before. Concerned for his family's safety, he places several static cameras in the areas surrounding his property, and late one night, one of the cameras caught this.
Before we even take a look at the trail footage, you guys know how scared I am of forests at night. There's just something extremely eerie and scary and terrifying about them. I'm just really scared of the possibility of all sorts of things lurking around there at night. I would just keep thinking freaking Bigfoot is gonna appear out of nowhere or something. And like, it sounds funny now, but trust me, at night when you're trying to sleep, the thought of Bigfoot is terrifying. I don't know how we got on the topic of Bigfoot, but anyway, let's see this footage.
Blurry white thing can be seen moving through the trees, but the person who recorded it has no idea what it is, and neither do viewers. But do you know what this is?
It does seem to have somewhat of a humanoid shape, which is really creepy. I guess it could potentially be a person, but I feel like it's more likely it is some sort of creature, or potentially an animal, which, to be honest, I have no idea what sort of animal looks like that. But I do feel like it being an animal is definitely the best option. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this some sort of humanoid creature, or is this a forest animal that we're just mistaking as something creepy?
Anya Rose 1 uploaded the following clip to the internet in search of answers after finding a mysterious picture on her daughter's camera, and viewers have no clue. So I'll roll the clip and let me know if you know what it is.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
Okay, so a little explanation on that video that I just uploaded of the photo. So my daughter had a friend over yesterday, and they found a little camera, little, like it's like this big, that was given to her for Christmas a couple years ago. Not by us, by like a family member, and she got it when she was like 5. So it's been in their house for a long time. She doesn't really use it. She plays around with it sometimes. I'm scrolling through, and there's like cute selfies, like them playing outside, and picture of the dog. And then there's that photo. And I go back and forth between that photo and the other photos. There's no like other photos of the kitchen or anything like that. It's literally just, there's only that one photo from our kitchen.
I'm a little bit confused. So her daughter found this little toy camera and started taking pictures with it. And I guess the mom came across a concerning photo on the camera. However, I haven't figured out what's concerning about it. Like, I couldn't really see what she was talking about in the picture. Let me know if you guys know what she's talking about, because I definitely do not.
So I'm gonna upload that photo tonight onto my computer to take a look at what that photo could possibly be, because it really makes no sense. My daughter's at school right now, so I haven't asked her what it could be. Who knows, it could be them playing around, but it looks tall for them. It's short for me. If you compare it in the doorway, it looks like it could be about 5 foot something, but who knows, I'm terrible. I don't really know. I'm just like, pulling a number out of my ass. So yeah, Fun times.
Okay, so I think I know what's going on now. She is saying that the photo that was taken in the kitchen is way too tall to have been taken by the kids. So she's like, who the hell took this photo? Oh my god, that is actually very creepy.
Yesterday, so I'm scrolling, you know, and I'm like, what is that? What the f is that? Like, what is that? That's right, so that's right here.
Now that she put the photo up to the actual spot in her house, you can tell that there is something incredibly dark standing in the hallway. No wonder she's concerned. I would be too. I mean, let's be real. The only option here is for you to move the hell out of that house, because whatever is in that photo does not give me good vibes whatsoever. It actually gives me really scary and dark and evil vibes.
What is that?
After flicking through her daughter's camera, which is several years old, Anya comes across a haunting photo. A mysterious dark thing is caught in a picture snapped by her daughter. But what is it? Viewers were left spooked by this capture, and many agree with top commenter Cortav that it looks like a headless, armless Victorian woman, and other users such as Pretty C suggest that it looks like the bride in black from the Insidious movies. Creepy. But what do you think this is? Is it something paranormal?
It definitely looks like some sort of really dark apparition. I definitely do not think this is just like a cute little ghost. I think you might be dealing with a demon. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which video scared you the most. I'm gonna be real with you guys, this latest video scared the absolute crap out of me. Like, I have full body chills right now. I can't believe her daughter took a picture of something that terrifying in their house. It's just completely unexplainable and completely terrifying. I'm definitely gonna be thinking about that one when I go to sleep tonight. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And as always, we're keeping it spooky on this channel because today we're gonna be taking a look at a bunch of videos that I promise are gonna give you full body chills. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
The scary ghost video for today is a video I found on Facebook. The video was recorded inside a bank located somewhere in Latin America. Apparently, the bank is haunted by a young girl who has been regularly seen by customers and staff who work in the building. In the video, the manager of the bank can be seen debriefing the bank staff long after the bank has closed, when one of the staff members caught this on camera.
Someone just ran through the hallway behind it. I feel like a bank is such a random place to be haunted. It's not really an establishment that I would expect to have ghosts, but very clearly y'all have some paranormal issues as well. Because whatever that was, it definitely did not look like a bank employee, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, la niña que llora. Oye, te juro que en la cámara que pasó ahorita corriendo una niña. Oye, ha corrido hacia acá. Uy, te juro que pasó ahorita una niña corriendo. Ahorita mira, te voy a hacer video.
A child-sized figure can be seen moving quickly in the background. Man holding the camera spots it, mentions he saw a young girl run by. The manager doesn't believe it. When he goes to check, there's no one there. So, is this a ghost caught on camera? Tell me what you think.
The person who was recording went around the corner to check and nobody was there. And because they were closed, it does lead me to believe that this might be some sort of paranormal activity. All I know is I feel really bad for whoever has to work the closing shift in this bank. That must be a really scary job.
This next video comes from TikTok user Dino Nuggets 741 and is pretty creepy. I featured Dino Nuggets a couple of times before and those clips were really creepy. However, in these set of clips that I put together, Dino Nuggets encounters something even more terrifying inside his haunted home.
getting so scared that something is just going to jump in front of him. Also, why does the bottom of the stairs literally look like a dark abyss? Like, let's get some lights going on in this place. Clearly he's having issues with electricity, but a flashlight wouldn't hurt. I really gotta give it to this guy. He has some courage walking around this house all alone. He fully saw something running in that basement and he still decided to go down there. There is not a universe in which I would ever consider doing that.
Catch me if you can. I'm leaving, man. Have it out now. What the do you want?
I feel like at this point, he's just playing hide and seek with a ghost. Now, personally, hide and seek stresses me out as it is. I cannot imagine throwing a ghost into the mix. That's like what nightmares are made of. Something sounded like it dropped onto the ground and it made him bolt upstairs, which honestly I'm very happy about because I was ready for him to get the hell out of there. That basement was seriously really creepy, and I mean clearly there's some sort of demon or something living down there.
Dino Nuggets hears a glass breakdown in the basement and decides to head down to investigate. He tries to flick the light on, but it doesn't work. Then the sound of glass breaking can be heard again. The lights still don't work, but Dino Nuggets gathers the courage to take a look. He checks out the basement, but no one's there. However, objects are thrown at him and he flees the basement. He checks his footage back and what he found made his blood turn cold. While he was down in the basement, a mysterious dark shadowy figure was caught on camera. At the time of the recording, the dark shadowy figure was nowhere to be seen, and it was only after Dino Nuggets enhanced this image did he realise what he had caught.
When he looked back, he found that there was some sort of figure down there with him. I really cannot believe he went down there, and I really hope he never goes down there ever again. I mean, how could you after experiencing something like this?
This next clip shows Dino Nuggets relaxing in his living room when he's disturbed by bangs and the sound of running water coming from his bathroom.
That shower turning on by itself would be enough to send me running out of the house, and this guy just casually went in there and turned it off. Like, it's truly impressive at this point. However, once again, I really would enjoy if he got some light going in his house. It is really dark in there for no damn reason.
Why my water bill is $600 a month. Woo, woo, woo. Get it. I'm standing right here. I don't know what you want me to do, Bob. See, nothing in here, man.
The moment he turned away, the spirit decided to turn the sink on. So clearly the spirits are messing with him, and clearly they are very, very active. There's paranormal activity happening all over this guy's house. And from the looks of it, he lives alone, which is even crazier. Can you even imagine living alone in a haunted house? Absolutely not.
As Dino Nuggets is looking around his bathroom, tap mysteriously turns on behind him, but when he's turning it off, if you look in the mirror, a shadowy figure can be seen moving quickly in the mirror. Dino Nuggets then scopes out the rest of his house, but finds no one.
I didn't even notice the spirit run out of the bathroom behind him. These spirits are slick, I'm telling you.
And in this next clip, Dino Nuggets is awoken by loud bangs coming from his basement again.
Again. Hello? No.
Oh my god, did you hear that? It fully sounded like there was a girl laughing in the basement. You seriously need to move the hell out of there. Like, not even one more night. You need to get out of there now.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
I am literally losing my mind right now. I am so scared. This is actually like a full-on horror movie. And by the looks of it, it's not gonna have a happy ending.
Dino Nuggets approaches his basement with caution when all of a sudden, his light goes out. He backs out of going downstairs and instead decides to return to where he was resting. However, when he peeks around the corner, a creepy, dark figure can be seen just standing there in his living room. So what do you think? Is Dino Nuggets' home really haunted? Or is it all just for views?
If it's for views, it is very well executed. And if it is real, then this guy seriously needs to consider moving out of there. Because, oh my god, all of these clips were so freaking scary. How are you fully living in a house with this much paranormal activity?
These next set of creepy clips come from TikTok user Ashley Kettering. Ashley claims her house is haunted and has uploaded a couple of videos to TikTok that she's captured on her indoor home security cams. Late one night, while Ashley was asleep, her indoor security camera caught someone or something appear on the basement stairs. Something appears at the top of the basement stairs, but what is it? Ashley was creeped out by this capture and decided to move the camera to the top of the stairs, pointing directly to the basement. What she caught sent shivers down her spine.
When I tell you seeing those glowing eyes would truly traumatize me, I am not joking. Also, it definitely looked like whatever that thing was, it was on all fours. It's definitely giving me some sort of like humanoid vibe, and I do not like it whatsoever.
Something can be seen moving from wall to wall at the bottom of the basement stairs. Then, in another video, a mysterious figure with glowing eyes appears for a brief moment at the bottom of the steps before vanishing out of sight. Ashley then moves the camera to the basement to record any activity. This time, she keeps the lights on. Something white can be seen appearing out of nowhere before disappearing through a wall. Ashley claims that all these captures are 100% real. However, her TikTok viewers have questioned the authenticity. One viewer claimed that this white figure was created by a projector, so Ashley created a video in response.
If it was a projector, see, this is like a bookshelf right here, and this is the wall. See how it would turn?
Yeah, I feel like if it was a projector, you would definitely be able to tell. Not to say that that means that this video is 100% real. It just definitely wasn't giving projector.
Next Ghost video is probably one of the most compelling pieces of footage ever caught. It was uploaded several years ago and is a true story. I'll roll the clip and you can make up your own mind.
My next question was, who is this? Face.
So, pretty compelling, right? Guy Winter stands by his story of what happened inside the haunted house, and he is adamant that this photo of the quote gold ghost in this window, the pink ghost in this window, the white mist that floats by him are all undeniable proof of the paranormal. But what do you think? Is Guy Winters' story true? And are these captures genuine as he claims? Tell me your thoughts.
Considering the photos are pretty dated, I do doubt that it was edited. I don't really know if there's any way to confirm if it was edited or not. It is, however, very compelling, especially that one photo of the gold ghost. It looks pretty damn convincing, I'm not gonna lie.
This next creepy video has been shared before. However, I thought I'd include it for those of you who haven't seen it yet. The video you're about to see comes from the Thai YouTube channel Haunted Before Bed and shows some rather creepy footage caught on a home security cameras.
I'm sorry, was he dancing? 'Cause that's kind of funny. I have a feeling things are about to get scary though. Let's be honest though, he didn't have to do all that. He could have just walked around the table and grabbed the water bottle like a normal person. He didn't have to hyperextend his arm to get it. Also, if he's able to do that with his arm, why didn't he just do it from his bed instead of walking to the kitchen, if you know what I mean? I don't know, I just feel like it would be a more resourceful use of his superpowers or whatever the hell it is.
The man can be seen in a dazed state. He walks over to his sleeping friend and stands over him, eerily just staring at him while he sleeps. Then, later in the video, the man can be seen sitting up in bed before turning around bizarrely. The man can then be seen sleepwalking into the dining room, and then out of nowhere, he raises his arm and it stretches towards a bottle before retracting back to its normal length. Then the man gets back into bed and an arm can be seen reaching up towards his friend from under the bed. But whose is it? Now, I am in no way saying that this video is real, as, well, it probably isn't, but nonetheless, it's definitely super creepy.
Let's be real, it probably isn't, but it looks very scary. It's honestly kind of funny too. At the end of the clip, we catch a glimpse of someone else's hand come out from under the bed, which shows me that he is not the only person in the house. Someone is hiding under that bed. And the hand didn't look normal either. It looked like a monster hand. So I really think the least of this guy's problems is sleepwalking. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which clip scared you the most. I have to say the glowing eyes in the basement definitely take the cake for me. It was just so unsettling. It's unbelievable. But I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another video. I really hope you guys are ready because today's video is about to get real spooky. If you are, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Late one evening, a family heard their dog barking on the patio, but didn't think much of it. The house that they live in was built near a cemetery, but they've never encountered anything paranormal. Their friends and neighbors have mentioned various stories of seeing strange figures around their house at night. Although the stories seemed believable, they'd always file them away under superstitious tales. Their skepticism would soon change when they reviewed their security camera footage and saw what their dog was barking at.
I fully expected to see some sort of animal or like shadow figure, but that fully looked like someone was running across their front yard and into the back of their house. That is truly terrifying. You can also definitely tell that that dog is on edge. Like whoever or whatever they're seeing is not someone that they're familiar with, making this even more concerning.
We can see a humanoid figure running down the dirt path, but it appears as though it's missing everything above the waist. Many people in the comments section are convinced they captured a spirit, while the skeptics are certain it's simply a camera glitch.
I'm pretty confident that that's a camera glitch. It definitely looks like the camera taped over like the top half of whoever that is. I definitely do not think that this is a spirit. I think this is somebody like trying to break into their house, but still concerning nonetheless.
A man was camping one night and decided to make a cinematic video of the beautiful surroundings. He was warned by his friends that the local campsite he was visiting was incredibly creepy, and many people have gone missing. Unfazed by the mysterious rumors and drawn by the beauty of the surrounding site, he chose to visit anyway. The video he recorded started off completely normal, or so he thought, but towards the end, something took place that left him chilled to his core.
I will say that going to a campsite completely alone that you have been told specifically is creepy and that people have gone missing there is absolutely insane. Like, why the hell are you going there? And even more so, why are you going there completely alone? Obviously, something crazy is gonna happen. Let's find out what that crazy thing is.
As he begins recording and makes his way down the dark path, he captures a pair of glowing eyes peering at him from around the tree. Based on the height of the eyes, the unknown figure must have been incredibly tall. Once he makes his way to the lake, a rock can be seen skipping at him from across the water. Paranormal or not, the footage is incredibly creepy.
I think the glowing eyes are definitely an animal, either a coyote or like a wolf or something like that. However, that rock skipping in the water by itself, like how the hell do you explain that? That is definitely really scary to me, especially because it was so pitch black all around him. Let me know in the comments, would you guys ever spend a night in a campsite all alone? I'll tell you right now, even if the campsite had the best reputation, I still would not spend a night there alone. Like, there is just no way in hell I'm doing that.
A man in the Philippines was riding his motorcycle home at 3 a.m. when something unexpected took place. The road he was riding down with his friends is rumored to be haunted due to the various fatal accidents that have occurred over the years. He always wears a camera on his helmet and loves to upload his biking videos to social media. This video that he captured would be very different from all the rest. As he's making his way down the road, he sees someone in the middle of the street who is not responding to his flashing lights.
I'm not kidding you, my heart literally skipped a beat. I fully thought someone was running straight into traffic. But then at the very last minute, as he was about to hit the person, they went fully transparent. Like they were some sort of ghost or something. That is definitely a wild thing to catch on camera.
As he drives down the road, he sees someone in the middle of the street, but they aren't moving out of the way after he repeatedly flashed his lights. Soon, the mysterious figure steps into his bike and completely vanishes. What's even more creepy is that when he reviewed his camera footage, he noticed the person had no face. Did he capture the ghost of someone who passed away in one of the fatal accidents? Or is there a more reasonable explanation?
I really do not know how to explain this because when he turns the camera around and looks behind him, the person is completely gone. Like, how does that even happen? My brain can't even process that. If the person isn't behind him, then were they ever there to begin with? And if this is just a ghost who hangs out on this road and does this, two things. Number one, I really wonder if this has happened to anyone before. And number two, if it has and if it does happen again, one day this ghost is gonna cause an accident. And how do you explain that? I'm sorry, officer. I literally saw a ghost run in front of my car. Yeah, right.
4 years ago, a man in New Mexico was experiencing strange activity around his home. All the strange events took place at night, and he would often hear people on his property. He decided to purchase some security cameras to capture the trespassers, but when he went to check the footage on the night he heard people, he didn't see anything at all. When he checked the footage from the previous night when it was silent, he was terrified by what he witnessed. Just moments into the video, we can see a translucent figure walking across the yard from right to left. Many people pointed out that the figure doesn't appear to have a natural walking style and even seems to be dematerializing. What's even more creepy is that he eventually vanishes without a trace. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely chilling.
Whoever that is definitely has a very interesting walking style. Again, I feel like it's always really difficult to tell if it's a camera glitch or a spirit. In this case, it doesn't really look like a ghost. It just looks like a person walking. And then again, for some reason, the camera glitches and it looks like they disappear for a second. Super weird. I don't know why this keeps happening on so many people's cameras, but I mean, clearly it's a very common thing and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a ghost. However, someone is still uninvited on your property, so this is concerning nonetheless. I just wouldn't say that it's like a paranormal issue.
In the summer of 2023, a man was driving down the Crow's Nest Highway in Canada. It was just before 3 in the morning, and he was the only one on the road. As he was driving, he began to think about the local stories of this particular part of the highway being haunted. There are rumors that a female apparition haunts the highway who tragically lost her life in a car accident. At one point in his drive, he captured something on his dash cam that he is still unable to explain to this day. Just moments into the video, we notice a strange humanoid figure standing in the middle of the road. The mysterious figure appears to be bald while also wearing a white dress. Did he capture paranormal activity, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
I don't know, but I literally have goosebumps because I know if I was driving alone at night in the middle of nowhere and I saw an apparition, I would be freaking traumatized. Not to mention the ghost literally made him swerve out of the way so fast. This too could have caused an accident. What is it with these ghosts disturbing traffic?
Ian, from the popular channel Midwest Ghost Hunter, decided to investigate the most haunted jail in Iowa. The site is commonly referred to as the Squirrel Cage Jail and was built back in 1885. Jail has seen its fair share of deaths, which include both inmates and jail guards. The jail currently functions as a museum, and many of the guests report seeing shadow figures at the top floor of the jail.
Considering this was a jail, I am not surprised whatsoever that there's paranormal activity in there. Just think about the amount of negative energy that is trapped in this place. The amount of angry spirits just waiting to get the hell out of there. I'm telling you, a haunted jail is not something I would want to mess with. I really do think this guy might be in for it.
It wasn't long into his investigation when he experienced the following.
Is there a matron that still works in this kitchen? If you're in here, could you move something? You could tap on a wall, on a table. What the heck was that? Heard something on that wall right there.
I freaking knew this place was gonna be haunted. Quite literally, the moment that he asked the spirit to come through, that's exactly what it did. I'm pretty sure it tapped on the silver spoon on the wall. And let me tell you, things are getting creepy.
Did you just tap on this wall? If that was you, could you do it again? It sounded like it could have been like this right here. Did you just move one of these spoons on the wall here? If you moved it again, that would be phenomenal. You can use whatever energy you need. You can use energy from my cameras, my voice recorder here. What the heck? Okay, now I'm hearing more noises. Are you moving stuff around over there? I can hear you over there. Holy crap, you guys, it's actually starting to feel colder in this room right now. Especially in this area. It's almost like someone's like standing right here.
So there's definitely a lot of paranormal activity right off the bat. This guy doesn't seem scared at all. In fact, he seems very comfortable talking to the ghost, which I mean, props to you, because I would be so out of there. It is unbelievable.
As Ian makes his way into the jail, he first enters the kitchen area and tries to establish communication with any potential spirits nearby. It wasn't long before he heard a noise coming from the spoon on the wall, soon followed by the sound of glass being hit. As he makes his way over to the sound, he begins to feel an ominous cloud of cold temperature in the general area. He soon leaves the kitchen and makes his way to the jail cell.
A lot of people mentioned the temperature being a lot lower in haunted places. I think that's why when he approached the area where he heard the sound, he got significantly colder, because in reality, he was probably approaching the ghost, which is actually really freaking terrifying. Also, I did hear him mention that the spirits could use the energy from his camera or his microphone to be able to communicate. And that could be a part of the reason why they're being so communicative, because they're literally sucking up all the energy from his electronics.
I believe that this was Harry Combs' cell. He's one of the inmates that passed away. Harry, are you here with me? Make a sound if you're in here. Whoa. Thank you. I just heard that. That was like a knock on the wall.
Quite literally, the moment he said, "Could you please make a noise?" he made a freaking noise. This place is a cesspool of paranormal activity. If you want to experience something, you go here.
Harry, if you knocked on this wall, or one of these walls, could you do it again? Okay, he is definitely in here. Harry, I heard that you smoked a lot of cigarettes. They said that you smoked 150 to 200 a day. What do you got to say about that? That's quite the addiction. But I guess I can't blame you. I can only imagine what it'd be like to be stuck in a place like this. What did you do? What was your crime? What got you locked up? Could you show yourself? Are you aware that this jail is no longer functioning? Your sentence is over. It's kind of weird. Some of my photos are turning out really hazy looking.
They're turning out extremely hazy. It actually looks like the room is full of smoke. Now, I don't know if that's because it's like super dusty in there, or because he's successfully capturing the spirits in the jail. All I know is that it is definitely not normal for pictures to look like that. Something is definitely going on here.
That's so weird. I don't know what that's about. Is that you I'm seeing, Harry? I'm getting like these hazy photos. It looks like there's like a fog in here. Well, that one's completely clear. Where'd it go?
Now it's literally completely gone. How the hell does that happen? That is definitely some paranormal stuff right there.
Harry, you lighting up a cigarette in here? It almost looks like smoke in here. Yeah, that's weird. It's like gone now. I'm gonna walk back in, see if I can smell anything. I'm not smelling anything. That was weird. It literally looked like there was a bunch of smoke in here or something. It's almost as if he is still in here, sitting in this bed, just smoking away. That is so freaking crazy.
As Ian makes his way into one of the jail cells, he attempts to communicate with the former resident named Harry, who supposedly would smoke over 100 cigarettes per day. He soon hears multiple knocks on the concrete wall, acknowledging that he was present in the cell. After a few moments, Ian began to take some still photos to see if any anomalies would be captured. To his surprise, he noticed the photos appeared to be hazy, almost as if the spirit of Harry was still present and smoking. After a few photos, they eventually returned to a normal state without the mysterious smoke.
I really do think it's safe to say that this guy experienced some genuine paranormal activity in this jail. I think those photos are really unexplainable, especially because as he continued to take photos, they became clearer, which shows me that it wasn't just dust flying everywhere. Something was genuinely making the pictures look hazy. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. Definitely let me know in the comments which video scared you the most. I have to admit that one clip of the person seeing the spirit of that lady in the middle of the road really freaking shook me, because all I imagine is me driving in the middle of the night and seeing something like that. I don't really know what I would do, but I just know I would lose my freaking mind. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.